What is up with the squad? It's Cess, your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies in the building with the nephew, baby. What's going on, nephew?
You rockin' with your friend.
Opera. We needed that to get the day, to get the week started. Matter of fact, not just the day, the week. What's
Yes,
good?
we did.
Your favorite Monday afternoon guilty pleasure. Now what the sound off. What's good, y'all? Hit the like and the share coming in the door. They both right there. Make sure you do it on both the platforms. Follow my nephew at Welcome to HDI TV, and make sure you following me right here at Cess Talk Sports. Let's get it. Jeremy, what's happening? Dr. Ivy Girl in the building. What's happening? Who else we got in here? X Savage in the building. Unapologetically Black. What's happening? James Carter. What's good?
What is good?
Mario Stewart. Nidera, what's happening, y'all? What's good? Nephew. A lot of
what's
good
happening? What's
Cecil,
up?
What's happening? Montrese, what's happening? Billy Dancy, what's good?
What's happening, everybody?
What's happening? What's good? Welcome, wherever y'all tuning in from. Let's get into it. Michael Coker. Nephew, what's happening?
Man, listen. Women hoop, man, been taking over. Listen, I had some great games I watched when I got off work last week. I watched some games yesterday while I had football on. Man, it's been we are really in the golden age of women hoops, auntie. Like, real talk, like everybody is hooping. It's not just one or two players. It's players that are you've seen at other schools. You like, man, they hooping as well. You got teams who, they're not there right now, but the way their coach is moving, they could be better next year as well. So I'm loving the games. I'm loving some of the people that I knew that would do something, the young bucks. But I'm also disappointed in some coaches. Some coaches may be good recruiters. They just suck at coaching. They suck at adjustments. They suck at rotations. They can't do nothing right in their life, man. They probably can't fix no coffee in the morning. They can't fix no dang breakfast or a sandwich for their man. They can't do nothing right. So they need to get excommunicated either to another position or out entirely. Like, straight up.
Okay. I feel you. Okay, I mean, listen. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, nephew, that just happened. Whatever narrative these jokers been recycling for the last 2 weeks. January just told the truth on everybody. It just told the truth on everybody. These ain't opinions, vibes, facts, what you think, what you thought you saw. No, this shit is shifted in real time right now. These conferences, they consolidating the power. They get greedy. They get greedy come January. It was all fun and games in November, December.
Right.
Winter. Right. You know what I'm saying? It was all fun and games, right?
Right.
Anybody could be a winner. It was
we was at the barbecue. We was chilling.
Yeah, no, hell no. Now the dynasties just reasserting themselves. They like, that shit was cute. But all of them, these little programs that was living off that so-and-so or bust, all that energy, they learned what happened when that floor disappeared. Nephew, that floor got to disappear. Now the people with built systems, they separating themselves. See the built systems moving back like we'll see y'all. Real basketball time now. It's cute. Thank y'all. Yeah, moving on, nephew. It's reckoning time. It's a reckoning. It's a reckoning taking place right now. DC just put 10 teams in the top 25. Quit playing with me. Remember all that y'all was talking about this conference, that conference, this conference. AP top 25 right now say the SEC got 10 of them in there.
10 of them.
10 of them in there out of 25. Okay. Now, we had a vulnerable program. Look like they dropped 103 to. Y'all thought it was a vulnerable program. Dropped 103 on the top 5 team, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway, it's okay. We'll talk about that later. Let's talk AP top 25 for a second, though, nephew. What does it mean for the SEC to control 10 of the top 25 slots? What does that say about the conference? We already tell them it just mean more, but what does that mean?
I mean, it just shows that the talent level compared to other conferences just isn't matching. It shows that even if you're in the bottom half of the SEC, we talk about this all the time, Monty, like with the Auburns, the Alabamas, the Arkansas, they still will wake up to challenge you or beat your butt when you least expect it. Because in the conference, those teams that are in the that are 10, that's in the top 25, all of them have the potential to get to the Final Four. Like seriously, Elite Eight at worst. Because you got to understand is that in the SEC, it's about who reigns supreme. It's about who got bragging rights, whether it's from you guys in South Carolina, whether it's LSU, who I like, or whether it's Texas, Oklahoma starting to turn into an SEC team after transferring from the Big 12. We're starting to see other teams like Vanderbilt. Yeah, they took a big loss to y'all. Y'all had to show them that it's still levels to this. Even though they were undefeated, it's still levels. We're starting to see Tennessee. We're seeing, I think it's Mia or is it Maya? Which one? The one number 12.
Mia Pardo.
Okay.
Wait, 13 is Mia.
Excuse me.
12 is Maya.
Excuse me. I call her Agent Paldo. Agent Paldo. That is Agent Paldo. Agent Paldo is hooping. And I told everybody, Auntie, she should have been starting from the get-go. She should have been starting from the get-go. She brings energy to that team. She brings life to them. I love her little sister, even though her little sister's not as talented as her, but her twin sister be hooping too. And the other players, they're starting to rally around her. Talasia Cooper is taking a little back seat to Paldo, letting Paldo be who she wants to be.
Paldo gotta be Paldo team, nephew.
It got to. You gotta let it. It gotta be, because she got the heart. She got dog in her, and she's tough, and she wants to win. She wants to, go in and defensively they step it up. So what it's showing me is this: ACC, Pac-12, or Big East, y'all got to step your recruiting up. Y'all got to step your game up. Like, y'all got to step your game up. Like, I'm tired of hearing about, oh, it's unfair. The SEC this. Hey, it don't matter. SEC is here to play. They don't care. They will play anybody, anywhere. They'll go to your house. You can come to their house. We can go to a neutral house. We gonna get it in. And this is what I was saying.
I gotta ask you this, and chat, y'all chime in. Let me know: is the SEC making the regular season harder than the NCAA tournament this season? Let me know.
Listen.
Look at the teams you gotta go through. Is it a tougher road than what a march through March would look like? Let's go.
Yeah, it is. Look, they're setting the standard, Auntie. They're setting the standard. They're setting the standard for excellence. And the only other conference who can actually talk that can actually have a little voice, but they can't talk but a little voice, is the Big Ten. The Big Ten has been surprising to me. The Big 12, you got a couple teams, maybe 3, but at the end of the day, the SEC is reigning supreme. The SEC is showing that strength of schedule is the toughest. And listen, we get on Kim Mulkey about her scheduling, about that weak schedule. But hey, at the end of the day, when you have 10 teams, including them in the top 25, they can afford to have that bubblegum schedule. I'm just saying, because when you got to go against when they got to go against you, Texas, Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, Alabama, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is starting to turn a little bit, because we're starting to see Cody. That was a good interview with her the other day I watched, where she said that she didn't feel like herself at Ohio State. She feels like she knows who she is now. So that could be a dangerous team when it hits SEC tournament time and March Madness. So this is showing that conference matters, Auntie. It just does. Conference matters. It matters who you are in the pecking order. South Carolina, y'all can't say y'all the big dogs unless y'all conquer y'all conference, because how tough your conference is. So when y'all go into March Madness, y'all are battle tested. Then you add outer conference with that, y'all do well in that too. So that also adds an extra boost under your belt and under your resume. So now other conferences, Auntie, are going to have to step up. They're going to have to step up. They're going to have to get better recruiting. They're going to have to be better at everything they do when it comes to facilities, when it comes to teaching the game, where it comes to preaching life in the players as well. You can't have this excuse no more where it's like, oh man, but I need this, and oh, but we're not. You got to set a precedent. Your conference got to wake up. Your conference got to be better. Your conference ain't really compared to SEC. You got to get better at what you do. You can't afford in your conference to lose a game if it's not the SEC. The SEC, you could get about 2 losses into the 3. You're still going to be able to be in the top 25. So this shows that the SEC continues to reign dominant, excuse me. And it also shows that y'all are the standard. And that's a great thing. That's a great thing. Great thing.
How do you feel about the overall AP top 25 this week? Do you feel like they got it right? How did you feel?
UConn straight. UCLA. I think y'all should be over UCLA. I think Texas should be over UCLA. I think Vanderbilt should be over UCLA. I think UCLA should be at 5. LSU's fine where they're at 6. Louisville is looking good. They're at 7. I want to see what they do when they play Duke. Iowa, look, I ain't gonna hold you. I love me some chit chat. But chit chat is a bona fide hooper. Not no
remember that when we get to another conversation for today. Remember that statement.
I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember that statement.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna remember that statement.
Put that one on the board. Okay, you know.
Listen, chit chat is a hooper.
On the board with a star. Put chit chat with a star. Let's go.
This coach here. This coach here, man. Look, I was coach. I like her more than Bluter. I'm not even gonna hold you. I think she's a better Jan Jensen. I think she's better than Bluter. I'm sorry. Like
how much of Bluter stuff is she still using? I ain't watching.
I don't think she's using any of it. I don't think she's using any of it because if you look at Bluter's system was more or less get you in transition because Caitlin is a transition player. But when it came,
I didn't watch.
I watched them, but I'm with you. The Big Ten was weak then. It was weak then, though. It's better now. It's better now to me than then.
Yeah, they run it more now.
And then they run more. They run more sets. They run more sets. They run more plays within those sets. Chit chat is a 3-level problem. She's a 3-level problem. So when you have a 3-level problem, Auntie, that allows your team to do more. Like, look with Raven. Raven is a 3-level problem. Tanaya Latson, a 3-level problem. So when you have guards at that ability to crash, to get downhill, come off curls, set up the action from up top, when you have double screens, getting your shooters open, it makes it easier. This Iowa team, to me, is more dangerous than that Caitlin Clark team, and I'm going to tell you why. Because you have players who can not only just shoot, stand still, they could come off a curl, hit the midi, or they could go one dribble pull up. And I've been critical of Stokey. Shout out to Coach last night on y'all show. Y'all had a great show last night, the CC show. Coach pointed this out. Stokey is very surprising to me. She's starting to be like, well, I'm just gonna be the hustle player, even though I'm not the player. I think that other player is better than her in the paint. I can't think of her name. I think she's better as far as skill set and everything, but as far as the hustle, the athleticism, Stokey has it, and she's learning how to fit her way in this. She's learning how to fit in instead of be on the outside looking in. So I like that. And I think Chit Chat's gonna be a problem. She's gonna be a problem for years to come. And she's also feisty on defense. You usually see small guards like her. You would think, oh, they're just offensive minded and she really locks in on defense. And because of her point of attack defense, it helps the other players be able to run their zone or have an ability to switch, So I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing. I love how they're playing. I love Chit Chat's way. So I don't have a problem with them being at 8. I don't have a problem if you have them over Louisville. But where is that? Michigan, I'm disappointed in Michigan. I don't like how Michigan's looking. Michigan looks lost to me. Whereas last year they looked like they had it, but this year certain players like Daniels, I can't think of the other girl, I think it's number 22 or whatever, they're turning into more of, and Olsen, those 3 are turning into more of the 3 than Holloway and Silas Swords. Silas Swords is kind of playing more of a role player now, more than last year where she took charge and she was one of the leading players and leading scorers and leading shooters. So I'm not really feeling Michigan. I think Oklahoma should be over Michigan at 9. I think Oklahoma should be at 9 or 8. Ohio State, they lost. I didn't like how they played in that Michigan game. They turned into Jelani, Cambridge, or bust. Everybody else really just didn't step up to the table. TCU on fraud watch to me. I said last night in your chat, and make sure y'all support Auntie and her page in the chat. I was in the chat yesterday, and I said I was agreeing with her is that I don't like TCU. I think TCU frauds. I think Baylor gonna beat their ass when they play them. Because they got a healthy Talia Scott. You got Bugs right there hooping. They got the other girl who can shoot. I think they're going to beat TCU when they play them. TCU don't play with dog to me. HBL, even though I'm not a fan of hers, TCU looked a lot better last year with HBL. I'm sorry. They did. And I'm not an HBL guy, but they looked it tougher. They looked it like they were ready for the smoke with anybody. They like if they played against a tough team, I don't think they'll do well because they struggled against Utah and Utah won all that. So I don't get it. Michigan State, I think they should be over TCU and Ohio State. I think Baylor should be at 12. Merlin dropped some head scratches. It's like, who are you? Who are you? Like Auntie voice. Like,
who are you? Who are you? Tell us.
Right.
Let us know who are you.
I don't know who they are. I remember I had them. I picked them to try. I had them in the running for the Big Ten to win it this year. They don't even look like they the third best team. It's kind of crazy. They don't look like they the third best team, Auntie. I don't like them. Tennessee, like we were talking about Tennessee, I think Tennessee's cool at 15. They could go up higher if you want to, but 15's cool. Ole Miss, I'm loving Ole Miss. I think they're trying to find something. I still question their defensive intensity, but we'll see how they play against LSU and SC and the other teams that are on the hierarchy of the SEC. Kentucky, they really miss Key. They miss Tiona Key bad. They need her presence in the paint. Strap is good, but she's more of a finesse player. It's like that Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum dynamic. Pau was the finesse guy, but Bynum was the, I'm going to get the rebound or I'm going to score here. My big body will get it. Tiona Key is that for them, being 6'5" and have the ability to guard perimeter and paint and get rebounds, get the hustle plays. They're really missing her. I hope she can get back healthy in 100. Princeton, they're Princeton. I mean, we're not really going to know till they actually go against some bigger teams. Duke, look, I got to give Karen Lawson, as much as I talk shit about her, I got to give her credit. They running through the ACC. They're still showing everybody we're not afraid of none of y'all in the ACC. Now, I'm still with you. I got Louisville winning it, but they're basically showing, look, we still here. And shout out to her. They took their lumps. They took their lumps out of conference, but as soon as they got in conference, this showed why I said at the beginning, ACC, y'all need to step up. ACC, y'all on fraud watch. Look, I put y'all on the fraud watch list. How y'all let Duke go out of conference, lose these games, come back in conference and still tell y'all little dog. They walked in and said, you little dog. Y'all ain't even Clifford the big red dog. Y'all Courage the cowardly dog. Y'all Courage Cowardly the dog.
We got to back up because I took a good whiff of my medicine. So I had to take a break. Look, hold on. Did you said Key? You said Tioni Key. Did you say Lamar Odom?
No, I didn't say Lamar Odom. I said it was like Bynum and like Gasol. Because Strack is more finesse, more skilled, got the all-around game, but Key was that big body they're gonna need in that paint to get rebounds, block shots.
Lamar Odom.
You can say Lamar Odom. Yeah, you can say Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom was a beast. Yeah. Lamar Odom was a beast.
Lamar Odom than Bynum. That's why I wanted to go back. I heard you say Bynum. I couldn't hear if you had said Lamar or not. I think more Lamar Odom than Bynum, but tell me why. Like, I think that she's that Swiss Army knife, that piece that they need.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say Lamar Odom.
Go ahead.
Yeah. But I was saying Bynum in the sense you need a big body down there to help Strack on the defensive end and offensive end, because she's doing so much as far as making the extra passes, scoring, and shooting outside, things like that. But Lamar Odom, but you can say Lamar Odom because look, if it weren't for Lamar Odom, Lakers don't win them 2 chips because of his versatility.
Say it again, the versatility.
The versatility. And like you said, the Swiss Army knife, Key, I could see why. Because Key is talking about play style. Her play style is more like Lamar Odom, but I'm saying as far as she also helps down low as well to help Strack be able to do whatever Strack needs to do.
Is Strack who we thought she was?
Honestly,
yeah, it's just us talking there. If you mean you at the table.
Honestly, I think if Tony Morgan doesn't be consistent, I don't see Kentucky doing anything. Strack can't be your leading. Strack can't be your number one. It's like Reagan Beers. Like they're solid players, but with Reagan Beers, Aaliyah and Van need to go off. Or what's the other girl? What's her name? Verhurst, or I think Hurst or whatever her name is. Them 3 gotta go off. One of them 3 got to be the main person. Just like with Kentucky, it got to be Morgan or it got to be somebody else. Strap just ain't built like that. She's not.
Well, yeah, I'm just wondering, is she who we thought she was? What's going on, Mookie?
She's not a top player to me. To me, she's more of a secondary or auxiliary player, more than being that lead. I'm gonna be honest with you. She ain't Toby Fournier. I
got you.
At all. And I don't think she's better than Camille Pierre either. Okay. I don't think she's messing with Camille Pierre over there in NC State either.
That's fair.
I mean, I'm just being real.
Now, I know you was like, shout out Karen Lawson and everything. Yeah. Before we do all of that, though, I wanted to know.
Man, I was trying to go get the plate. Auntie said, wash your hands. Wash your hands.
Rewind, select the rewind. Hold on.
Wash your hands. What's up, Danae?
Wondering. See, my thing is, we said from the beginning, ACC was wide open. So, they've done a great job so far in the conference. But have they beat anybody that we thought was going to do anything in the conference? Not yet.
No, not yet. No.
So shout out because y'all doing that. But I'm interested in this February 5th game. I'm gonna throw a party for that one. That is.
I mean,
that is my birthday. Yeah. That I will be live. Pull up for the virtual birthday party. Pull up. Continue. What you was gonna say?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you got to think about it. I knew they would struggle against Stanford. I knew they would struggle against Cal. I didn't really think they could beat them teams. The way they were looking bad. And for them to beat,
they beat them on the road.
They beat them on the road. And then you come back and beat Virginia, which I thought Virginia would give them a bigger play because of Kamora Johnson and the other girl in the backcourt with her. But outside of them two, they team ain't really shit. Just being real to people, it's not really all that. I wouldn't be surprised if Johnson transfer after the season, but hey.
Not after the season.
But then they blew out Georgia Tech. They blew out Pitt, who we knew Georgia Tech was on for all watch too. But like I said, I'm with you. Look, I still think Louisville could beat. I still think Louisville will win the whole thing, even after this game, February 5th. But I think Duke. I think Duke could finish. I think Duke, if they get to the tournament, I think Duke could mess around and win the tournament over them and NC State.
Ooh, if them two figure it out, if those two figure it out, Duke in trouble. Hey,
yeah,
I heard you trying to get somebody over to Florida State yesterday. Cut all that out.
Yeah. Like you know. You
violate real rules of the game. You know, that's like tampering. You ain't supposed to be out on Sunday nights trying to get players. You violate street rules.
I have a rule. I have a rule. When your team is garbage, it is not tampering. It's you need help. That's what it's called. It has nothing to do. Now, when you a powerhouse like yourselves or LSU or UConn, then yeah, that's tampering because you're a powerhouse.
Absolutely. Okay, I get it.
But us, like even the NCAA looking like we would get you a tampering, but y'all so trash. Like, go ahead. Y'all ain't gonna get nobody, but go ahead and go talk to them.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh, look, you got help. X7 say y'all got a great class coming in. So stop trying to get these players, man. Y'all got some people coming.
Hey, X Savage, listen. X Savage, listen. You got to watch the play, not the player, dog. What my boy Prince say? You got to watch the play, not the player. You know what I'm saying? X Savage, don't put that out there. Don't put that out there because if we whoop ass next year, they're gonna be like, where they come from? Gotta keep it on the low.
Yeah, but NC State is up and down because they won't use he won't use the play that he got. He keep trying to make this thing. He keep trying to make this thing about Brooks. Brooks is a great piece, but you got to use the rest of the pieces that's there. You got Kashi Luna sitting there. You got to get Kashi Luna in a rhythm on defense, turning into offense. You got to get Kashi on the floor. Got to get her on the floor with Zam, and then you got to let Zoe do other things. Got to be able to get to a point where y'all start using Camille Pierre and Triger, or it ain't gonna never work. Zoe Brooks or bust will kill what the fuck you got at NC State. If you want to kill it, keep going the way you're going. If you want to try to compete in the ACC, you better get Kashi Luna up off the bench and involved in the game. Get the freshman going, man. Let her get into it.
But here's my thing. It's like you can get her going, but why not get Tribal and Camille on their 2-man game down low and get that going? Because it'll open it up for Zoe, Kashi, and Zam. It'll open it up for them. I don't get it.
Out of them three, I think Kashi is the best to get the ball to Triger and Camille with bringing pressure down.
I agree.
Downhill, and she turns around and gives you the best perimeter defense that out of those three.
I agree. I agree because Zam and Zoe just scoring guards to me.
Everybody else. He got to catch up with everybody else. I don't know what the hell going on, but he gonna have to figure it out.
No, I agree with you, Auntie. I just think that I agree with you. Like I said, I'm not a fan of him. To me, he remind me of Vic. they just stuck in their ways and they won't change what they're doing or adjust. Like I don't like them. Like I said, I would have Kashi in there and I would run 2-man game or 3-man game with her, Tribal, and Camille. Like if you get Camille and Tribal going, you'll be tough.
Why you keep calling that girl Tribal? Her name Trigger. Stop that.
Trigger, Tribal. I call it Trigger.
Trigger. Trigger.
I call it T. I call it TT.
I ain't got time for you.
Hey, TT. Oh gosh, bro. TT.
They won't. Here's the thing. If you put the ball in Kaishi's hands, she's not a gunner. That's one of the problems.
That's true. That's true.
One of the problems. She's out of the guards that they got there. Go check her out. Her skill set says she's a pass first type of guard. She'll pass the ball. She can go score, but she gonna pass the ball. But you got to let her get into.
But that's what they. But Auntie, that's what they need. And then you need to bring Zam or Zoe off the bench, one of them, and then you good to go. They'll have a complete team.
I think it's Zoe. I think Zoe is more of a spark and more.
Zoe's better coming off the bench, and Zam's good playing in. But I keep telling you, I don't trust this coach. He's an idiot to me. He don't know what the hell he's doing.
It also takes a special type of player to come off the bench. So it's just conversations that I think they got to have there. He usually figures it out by March. So I'm watching you. But there's some work to be done there. What else did I have for you? Wait a minute, I ain't going. Hold on. Because I had to rewind you on something. Yeah, we had to go back to Duke. Come on, Duke. But wait, shout out. Hold on. We don't want to shout out. Let's see. So listen, because I saw like I want to ask this question. Does UConn being the unanimous number 1 give a false measuring stick about what the other teams are that are coming behind it? Because I heard some people talking, and they might not have been just basketball people, but it gives the appearance to like, oh, UConn number 1, they ain't been knocked off. It makes people think that everybody else is unstable. Does that say more? What do you think about that? Is UConn the most stable team in college hoops right now? How do you feel about UConn right now?
I mean, I don't think they're the most stable, but again, you got Gino Auriemma, who's been doing this for like 3 decades. So it's stability because of how long he's coached and how many players or recruits he's able to bring in. Even in the NIL era, he's still able to bring in talent and players who want to play. To me, they're in the weak conference. Like they really don't really have to play anybody, but they're out of conference. Once they play they out of conference, they really just gonna run through everything. To me, I don't think they're the most structured team in college, because look, you got y'all, UCLA, Texas, Vanderbilt. If I'm gonna say who the most structured, I'm gonna go with the team who's been in the toughest conference. It's either gonna be South Carolina, Texas, Vanderbilt, LSU, one of them teams. They're playing in a Big East, and then you got to think about it. You got probably like 2 of the best players in college right now going up for the Wooden Award. Then you got another player you got from the Big Ten who was dominating in the Big Ten, is Sarah Williams. So, and then the thing about them is Gino has a way to play with role players. He knows how to put star players around role players. He kind of run it like it's a W team or NBA team. That's how Gino runs his stuff. So
how are you liking Sarah Williams up there so far?
I like Sarah Williams. I mean, I knew
it's not looking like what I thought it would look like. I was expecting a little bit more dominance from a defensive standpoint, especially since she was, the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. I
right.
Her to go to the little lease and dominate.
Right.
I haven't seen that. And I don't know if that's just still her adjusting, right? Because it's Gino's system. So, and that was the one thing that I said about her. I wish that she would have made her transfer as a junior and not as a senior, so she had a year to understand the system and then a year to really play in it. So
I'm gonna be real with you before the season.
Turn the corner though by March.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be real with you before the season. I said it like I think the best her would have happened at LSU. I thought she should have gone to LSU. I think it would have been more wide open for her. When you're playing in on a team with another post player that's better than you, more skilled than you, could do more things than you, sometimes because of her play style, your play style gets put down some. And then you got to look at it. AZ Fudd is finally healthy, and she's looking like damn, the number 1 or 2 overall that came out of her class. So it's going to be hard for Sarah Williams, who's been the dominant player on her team, to come there when she was where she was at. She was really only dominant, let's be for real, because she didn't really have other talented players as talented to her. I mean, it's not like a situation where KD went to the Warriors and then he gonna drop off. No, he's just gonna keep getting better because he's that great of a player. I don't like Sarah in a third wheel sort of, I guess you could say a third wheel in a system. I think she would have been better at LSU as being a number 1 with the offense focally being on her. And I think you would have got a better Sarah Williams than you got at UConn. Not saying she can't do well. She's cool at UConn, but I just feel like she would have been a lot better going to LSU because she would have been able to dominate. She would have been able to get the ball when she want. And, Kim would have got her the ball all the time coming down court. And her skill set, I just think the floor would have been a little more open for her there. Whereas in UConn, the play styles of Sarah and AZ is just going to push her to the side. She's just going to be to the side.
I get all of that.
Both ends of the floor.
I get all of that. I think it's unfortunate for LSU that they just didn't recruit that kid in a way that would sell her on the school, right? She looked so uncomfortable when they went out at the pictures that they shown away from basketball that it was like the kid looked like she was like, man, just send my bags, take me straight to work.
Yeah.
So, they got to be able to understand that and meet kids where they at because they lose some
because go ahead. Yeah, because if she's down there and she would have been more with LSU style than UConn, you would have actually seen more of her dominant defensive self because she could cover ground. When she's at UConn, she don't really have to do all that because you got Sarah on the side of you. So she could really lax and not play to where she wants to play to because I got Sarah there. I'll just turn up when I can, like whenever I want to. So I didn't expect her to go up when she left because she was the main player there. I expected her to go down. That's why it was surprising to me that she went there. I would have seen her going more to a LSU or to a Ole Miss or a school like that, where she'll be the dominant big and there's no other dominant big. I don't like her playing next to another big that's better than her or on her same level because it kind of doesn't sharpen her iron. Some players it does. Her, I don't think so.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I haven't watched every UConn game. But what I noticed is that I'm not, especially for her to be in the Little League now, I'm not hearing her name as much as I thought it was. And I seen somebody saying that she was like on a weak team named called Wisconsin. That's fine. But on that weak team, she was still the defensive player of the year for the Big Ten. So, regardless what the team was, she dominated the conference from a defensive standpoint. And I expected her to be able to just do that in the Little League. Like who else is there's nobody there for you to not dominate. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I mean, people in the chat, that's cool that you're saying this what LSU did. I don't disagree with that. Auntie asked me an opinion about play style, right? I think her play style would have been better at LSU than UConn. Not saying she's not doing good at UConn. She is. But I feel the type of big she is, she would have been a lot better on a team like that. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, nothing. I mean, she's doing good for UConn. Shout out to UConn for doing their thing. I just think her play style, and for somebody saying she'll do this at the next level, bro, like she's all like she was ready to play at the next level since last year, bro. She's gonna be a beast at the next level because it's not that many fives at the next level that could do what she could do. So again, like we're not saying that. We're just saying we expected more from her as far as a dominance on defense, and we're not seeing it. Like maybe y'all see it. I don't. I think Sarah Strong is outplaying her on both sides of the floor vastly. Like it's not no comparison.
Do you think Sarah Strong? Do you think Sarah Strong is the Eastern Conference Defensive Player of the Year this year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sarah Strong hooping on both ends of the floor.
Oh no, I believe she hooping. I just wanted to know: do you think she's the Defensive Player of the Year this year?
Yes.
Because okay. So then, what you're saying is the only thing keeping Sarah Williams from being the Defensive Player of the Year this year in the Eastern Conference is Sarah Strong.
Yeah, because Sarah. I don't want to sound like I'm hating on Sarah Williams because people take stuff as hate when we're giving an opinion.
I mean, listen, your game is going to be what it is.
Sarah can guard 5 positions, and Sarah could play the passing lanes better. To me, I think she's slightly better at rebounding. Also, I think scoring-wise, she's a better 3-level scorer. I think she's a better passer. Sarah's on another level. How they talk about Dominique Malonga, that's how they need to talk about Sarah Strong. I'm sorry, like Sarah's that girl. She a beast. Every time I watch her play, she jumps off my screen on both sides of the floor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but nothing against Sarah Williams. But if Sarah Williams was on a Syracuse or at LSU or something, Sarah Williams would be in that conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's just that Sarah Strong does the same thing she does, and she could do more.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest.
To me,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest about LSU. I'm gonna say this about LSU, and you more of an LSU. You definitely the LSU expert. I don't watch enough, but from what I've seen, I think that Sarah Williams would be disappearing at LSU, and I think she would be disappearing because of what Zakiya Johnson is doing down there as they big down there. I don't think that she would come and move Zakiya Johnson out of what she's doing. Just because of the energy and the I don't give a fuck. I'm finna go get the attitude that the kid bring with when she's on the court. I haven't watched every game, but the energy that I see in the game that I did watch, I don't know. She might have to take a back seat to Zakiya Johnson too, even though she's the bigger, more experienced defensive player. Zakiya Johnson seemed like she wanted more, but I'll let you speak to that. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I feel what you're saying. You're absolutely good. You're right in your take. You're saying, I just think she still would have been good. I think it would have been easier for Zakiya and for Sarah Williams because Zakiya is good with energy, but she lacks the size and the width.
Okay.
As a Sarah Strong does. So Sarah Williams would have been able to do a lot more with a Zakiya than she is with Strong. Because like I said, Strong does the same thing she does, but she can do it even better. It's kind of crazy. It's like you know, Tim Duncan and David Robinson, right?
Okay, I'm glad you went to them.
David was great, top 50 player, great center, versatile, but Tim Duncan did more. He could do more and do the same thing David could do at another standpoint.
And how much did Tim benefit from being able to sharpen that iron against David in practice every day?
He benefited tremendously.
So this is where I think Sarah Williams benefits, because for me, if I'm talking about development of a player, and we talking about between Gino and Kim, I'm gonna say you gotta go get developed by Gino.
Yeah, Gino's a better developer. Yeah, absolutely.
And then you get the opportunity to sharpen your iron against Sarah Strong for a year. So it may not show up now, you know, but you should be a more polished player when you finish at UConn, even if you're not the depoy and all of that stuff, even if you don't get all the accolades, you should be going to the W more polished with 1 year at UConn than I think you would get at 1 year at LSU. But what do you think?
I mean, yeah, you could say that. I mean, but in my opinion, you're not wrong. I think she would have still went high even off of last year. I think she was ready to play last year in the W. That's just me from watching her, because last year she was hooping and she was doing her thing defensively. So regardless of if she would have went LSU or UConn, I still think she would have developed nicely, and I believe she would have still gone. She's going to still be a high pick in the draft when she goes, because of the things she could do with her size. But if you're talking development standpoint, yes, I agree that she would do well under Gino more, because Gino plays a system and he teaches you the fundamentals and the IQ of basketball. Kim puts you in a system just to win games or to get the best out of what you can do already. So if I come in and I'm a skilled player, fundamentally, I could finish with the left, the right, I could dribble with the left, the right, I could score from either side of the floor, I could get to my spots. She's going to elevate me at what I already can do. If I'm already good at that, Gino's just going to add to that switch Army knife, and I'm going to be a whole damn katana and a blade. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the difference between them.
Got you. And then you said if she went to UConn to win the championship, if you trying to win a championship, you should start at UConn or South Carolina. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Sarah in practice get to go against Aaliyah Edwards, Tina Charles, other retired UConn greats that come back and play. Look at Lil B go with the real was Chip. What was she doing hanging out in Wisconsin if that was the goal? Wait. How she ended up in Wisconsin her own take was that she wanted to play for a black female coach, and she met the Wisconsin coach. They had a connection, and she went there. And I don't know if she leaves Wisconsin, if the coach doesn't step down and have all of that stuff pop up around her. So she may have even still been there, but
she probably would have been there still.
Once she got there, and then it was like, oh, okay, well, hey, it don't look like ain't no rings coming this way, and coach leaving. What is the best next option for me? Or maybe it was something
she get to go against Aaliyah. Sure. So I mean, that's cool. She get to go against old UConn players again. That's fine. Got my opinion. I just feel like she would have been, she would have had more looks at accolades and stuff if she'd have gone somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. That doesn't mean she's not playing good or she won't get better where she at. Auntie asked a question and I answered it.
Yeah,
I love Sarah Williams. I love her. I love her game. I think she's gonna be nice at the next level. I just think Sarah Strong is just 100 times better than her at what she already does and what's gonna happen in the future. I think Sarah's gonna be on a whole nother level. That's just me.
I'll be honest, y'all. I didn't spend more time talking about her than I was going to invest in it. It was just
touche. Because I wasn't even thinking about Sarah Williams. When I think about UConn, I'm gonna be real with y'all.
I'm just be honest.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I only watch UConn. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I only watch UConn because of KK, AZ, and Sarah. That's it. I don't really care about Sarah Williams. Not to be disrespectful. I think she'll be solid. I just don't see her as going to be a complimentary player at the next level, a real solid one. I don't see superstar. She could make a couple all-star teams and call it a day.
We don't know what she's developing.
Yeah.
We don't know what she's developing. She's, she seemed like she was trying to have some Asia type stuff in her game and be a dominant big. Wish her the best.
You're entitled to your opinion. Nobody said you're not. I'm just saying a lot of y'all are going deeper than y'all need to. It's just we're just asking about defensive player of the year.
Listen, y'all. Listen,
y'all try to go to a dossier, a resume, or was she drunk, who she chill with, who she working with. Y'all going way too far.
It was way more. It was way more high level. It was way more high level. So moving on from there. Moving on. Let's talk Iowa. Let's talk Iowa because you was talking chit chat earlier, right? The one thing I hate about Iowa is this. Every time they talk about Iowa, they say, like since CC left. CC been going 2 years. Let's move on from that. Iowa is who they are, right? Let's just move on from that identity. They've had a new head coach for 2 seasons now. They still top 10. That's what's her name?
Jensen.
No. Yeah, Jensen. But who is Chit Chat over there? Is Stokey over there? Is somebody else that I'm forgetting?
Ava. I think it's Ava.
So, do you think that this Iowa team is
Addie. My bad, Addie.
Is this the most dangerous team they've had in the last 4 years?
Yes.
I
from
think it's a more well balanced team. And
it's balanced, and everybody plays defense. That team that Bluter had, they needed to cover up for the lack of defense from the other player. So you got 5 players on the floor. All of them could D you up. They play great. They play a good zone where everybody covers up for the other person's weakness, or they take over where this person cuts to the basket or they cut to a 3. They know how to one-on-one, and they know how to team defense well. And then Stokey, because of her athleticism and her ability to run the floor, is making it easy for them to get downhill. So, like I said, I like what they're doing, and it's ball movement. With the other girl, it was just, I'm gonna get down court, I'm gonna jack up a shot, or I'm gonna throw a pass full court, I'm gonna do all this. They could do that, plus they have great half court sets. They're good in the half court. Because remember, look, they should have beat Iowa State. They was giving Iowa State problems. They only lost to Iowa State by a last-second shot. They were supposed to beat Iowa State. So I've been watching them, and I was like, I like what they're doing. And Chit Chat was going toe-to-toe with Jada Williams. I mean, not Williams. I think that's her name. Jada up there in Iowa State.
That's Jada Williams.
Yeah, Jada Williams. Yeah, she was giving her the business. Like, she was going back and forth with her. She was taking it to her. And for her to be 5'4", it's like, she remind me of a Jordan Canada, but she's a little more faster than Jordan was. But she's short, she's small, but she's feisty, and she plays defense. You don't really see that from a lot of undersized guards who could play both sides of the floor. They usually are great either at offense or they're great at only defense. You don't see them good at both sides. That's unheard of. So I give her that. She's the reason why they're winning, because of her energy, her ability to set up the offense, and she knows when to take a shot when she's supposed to. She doesn't rush or jack up a bad shot. She actually plays within the system. It's a great system they got. A lot of these players, I'm gonna be for real, they're not gonna be at the next level, but for college, they're great for college because of the system they run, because of what they got going.
Where do you see them finishing in the Big Ten?
In the Big Ten? I can see them finishing second.
Wow.
I can see them finishing second.
You can see them playing like second, like in the regular season or in the tournament.
In the regular season, I could see them finishing second. But in the tournament, I think they could be out in the second round.
In the Big Ten tournament?
Yeah, either the second. It depends on who they match up with. Because right now, the way the schedule is,
in the Big Ten tournament finals? Who do you see there?
Who do I see in the finals? I see UCLA, and I got after UCLA, I possibly got.
And this could change. This could change. This is just
I can see Merlin right now got injuries, but if they could get their players back in time, I could see them or Michigan State getting there to play UCLA. But Merlin got to get healthy. If Merlin get healthy, I could see them playing UCLA, or I could see Michigan State. Ohio State, they kind of scare me because they're too much Jelani Cambridge. And we saw that again with Vanderbilt when they had just Michaela. Y'all nullified everybody else. That's an easy dub. So if you can nullify that everybody around that player, you could win.
Well,
it had to come down. Yeah.
The other thing about Jelani is I think that you got to keep Kits on the floor. This last game, there was no Kits. I don't know what was going on with Kits.
I think Kits was hurt because she got 0 minutes, everything. So
yeah, she didn't play, so that was interesting. I need to figure out what happened there. But okay.
Because Iowa, like I said, they're very balanced. They got a good team, and it's good for now. They're playing above water, but when they get to the tournament, man, that system's gonna get cracked. And what you're gonna do after that? Like, if you nullify everybody else and contain Chit Chat, you could beat Iowa. Iowa could be beaten. But shout out to them for doing better than I expected.
So Iowa then is the Chit Chat's the engine in Iowa, you think?
Yeah, she the engine.
Okay.
Because if you disrupt her and run in the system, you could beat them. Because that's how Iowa State beat them. They were disrupting Chit Chat, and the other players, they were hitting shots. But then once they started keying in on Chit Chat, disrupting the offense, like I always say, when you play against teams like in the male side, like Gonzaga, if you attack the system, you break the system down. When it's time for somebody to get their own shot or make their own play, they're gonna fail more times than win. That's just how it goes. So with Iowa, outside of Chit Chat, I don't see anybody who can go get their own shot or create well for others. So if they go against a healthy Merlin team, Michigan State, and let's say Ohio State gets Kits back, baby Kits back, I can see Ohio State getting them next time. Because if you look at the game, it was all Jelani Cambridge. Everybody else was like off. Chance Gray had 16, but she was off with that 16. Then you had Ava with 10. Kennedy was trying to give you a well-rounded game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. But if you watch the game, it's like the impact of it really wasn't there. So I think at the tournament time, it'll be different. You already done played this team. It's going to be hard for Iowa to beat some of them teams 2 times in a row. So that's how I feel. I just don't know if they're going to go real deep. I could see UCLA, Maryland in the championship, or Michigan State getting there. I don't see Iowa getting there. I just don't see it. They can surprise me though. They can surprise me and make me wrong.
It would be a surprise to both of us. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a surprise for both of us. Let's see. Let me see who else I wanted to talk about. Who else? Well, Ali, let's talk the Trojans. Let's pivot. This is kind of like the other side of dominance, the cost of dependence, the cost of dependency. Listen, the Trojans without JuJu, It's not. I don't want people to get this mixed up. It's not. But it's not about failure. Okay, it's not a story about failure. This is just about them being exposed. 4 straight losses. They dropped to number 25. Season flipped, and then you put all of this pressure on Jazzy Davison, and you didn't have to do that. You could have spread that pressure over Davison and Kennedy and what's the young lady's name? Kara Dunn, who hooping right now. Kara Dunn, is that her name?
Kara balling.
They could have spread all of that responsibility out over him. But when you try to turn Jazzy into JuJu and put all the pressure on her, this is the dependency that flips the season. But listen, Lindsay Gottlieb, she got extended through 2030. Did y'all see that? The administration is not flinching on this shit. Y'all pay attention. Check this out, y'all. Now, for what reason, I have no idea.
Because she can recruit. Because she can recruit.
Okay, but now some people. Okay, and I told you I thought Corey Close would be a really great general manager after I heard her talk about her plans and thoughts and where she thought women's hoops could go. Maybe that's the same thing for Gottlieb. I'm not going to take recruiting away from Gottlieb, but that's a lot of institutional belief in a coach that hasn't shown that she can do much yet. She fumbled JuJu 2 seasons.
Yep.
She fumbled. She overworked JuJu for 2 seasons, and then started this season out on the same trajectory with Jazzy.
Yep.
But listen, and this season is not supposed to be about surviving. This season is supposed to be about developing. This was the season we said we should, Coach G, you got to coach your ass off this year. This is the season that you got to show us what you're made of. No JuJu, no Kiki, Kiki-ola, no nerds, right? This is when you got to coach your ass off, and they've lost some close ones, but they're losing, right? So,
yeah. I mean, I told you, look.
Okay, should they be judged harshly for struggling without a generational player? Or is Jazzy also a generational player? Are we judging them too harshly? Y'all let me know.
I don't think Jazzy's a generational player. I think she's gonna be a solid player. Generational to me is like JuJu, where JuJu can wake up out the bed and just do the things she does. Like Jazzy to me, could she be a generational player? Yeah, but as far as a talent, no. I just think she's the thing that makes Jazzy good is her length, her wingspan and her length. You really don't see too many players like her who could do everything. So Lindsay Gottlieb, I've said this plenty of times. I don't like, if you could make her a general manager like you do in professional, she'll be great at that. But as far as coaching, I want to know what her assistants are doing. Do she have the right assistants with her? Because I don't think she do. Because I don't like the direction of this team. It's like they don't have a flow to them. It's like every game, it just looks, it's hard to watch them. Like it's like a bunch of stuff they just throw out there. They're like, go out there and play freestyle. But they don't have the players to me that can freestyle well together. If that make any sense. They don't really match. None of them match. This last game, Jazzy really didn't put up a lot of points. Kennedy was non-effective. I don't even know if Kennedy just looked like she out of it. Like she just there just to play, and then she done. Jazzy, like in front of the cameras, they're all smiles and all of that. But if you watch the game and watch the bench, they are disinterested in what she's doing. They're disinterested in what's being told for them to do. I just don't think they're having fun. I don't feel like they don't believe in this coach at all. Like this coach doesn't show you anything for you to believe in them. Like, what is she doing for you to believe in? Like, you're putting everything into Jazzy. Why you putting in the Jazzy? Why not spread the ball around? Like, why not have a balance? How like Iowa's having a balance? How you guys at SC have a balance? LSU, UConn, how everybody's having a balance. They don't know how to have a balance at all. It's like one player will go off a game and then everybody else will just be like, they weren't like, why are they even out there? Like, there's no reason Jazzy played 38 minutes. She only got 11 points. Kennedy only got 5 points playing 33 minutes. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? And then Kara Dunn got 26. If it wasn't for her 26, they probably wouldn't even had a chance to win the game. So I don't get what Gottlieb is there for. To me, it's more about the complexion for the protection for Gottlieb. Because she's mediocre to me. It's like, I'm going to football real quick, y'all. Not too long. It's like Kevin Stefanski. You ain't do shit where you was at. Why am I offering you some more money? Why am I offering you a job? You did shit at your last job. Like, I don't get it. And then how she did Kiki dirty, because I was over in other spaces having to defend Kiki last year. I mean, year before last, and I'm trying to tell people, bro, Kiki not the problem. This coach don't know how to use Kiki. She don't. She don't know how to use Kiki. She don't know how to use anybody. JuJu is just so goddamn great that it covered up for her ineptitude. And then when it got to the big game for them to win a championship, right? To win the Big Ten championship, they got beat by UCLA. Why? Because that coach did not know how to adjust. She did not know how to utilize other players outside of JuJu. I don't even think she knows how to utilize JuJu. JuJu was just doing that because that's just how great JuJu is. So she is not a good coach. She's not a good developer. I believe her assistants, they need new assistants there, because I don't see what the assistants are doing to make this team better from a skill set, from a fundamental set, from a knowledge set, from how like their warm-ups, how they come in, how they get ready for the game, how they play during the game. I don't understand it. G Monroe, I don't even trust her with Sanaya Hall next year. I don't trust her with Kennedy, with Jazz. I don't even trust her with JuJu coming back.
Let me ask you this. Do you expect everybody to stay? Sanaya, Jazzy, JuJu, Kennedy, Satya Fagan. Do you expect them all to stay?
Yeah, because of JuJu.
See, I've been saying since
it's because of JuJu. They're not going to stay because of Gottlieb.
Well, see, I've been saying since the beginning of the season, I expect Kennedy to leave. I've been saying that since before the season started. I've always been saying Kennedy Smith to the portal. That's just been my feeling. I could be wrong. I was really surprised with the way Heckel and Howell left. It was like, yeah, fuck the JuJu train. We're out of here.
Yeah, because
it's all about, I'm not gonna be second fiddle to JuJu like that.
Right. Bro, no, you're right. I mean, I feel you. Like they wanted to go somewhere. Plus, I'm not finna stay if JuJu's not here, because if JuJu's here, I'm gonna get notoriety. But if JuJu not gonna be here, your coaching ain't good enough for me to sit here with you. Your coaching is trash. So why am I finna stay here, wasted a year? Because let's be for real, Kennedy Smith is wasting a year. She's wasting a year. Kennedy could have gone somewhere else and did what she had to do. But you lie. I believe they lied to her, telling her that it was gonna be her show. And then all of a sudden, when Jazzy came in, they started shifting everything to Jazzy. And Jazzy's not ready to play. She's not a JuJu type of player. Jazzy is more of a versatile type of wing. She's more like a Tayshaun Prince build instead of a JuJu to me, where she could guard up to 4 positions, maybe 5. She could facilitate. She can make the extra passes. That's what the role I wanted to see her in. I wanted to see Kennedy get the ball and actually score, actually get put in sets that utilizes her skill set. I don't know Kennedy's skill set because you done limited her to just a defensive player. And it's not really helping you. she's digressing offensively. It's not. It's terrible. And to me, the only way I see them staying is if JuJu come back healthy next season. And some of them still might bounce if JuJu come back healthy next season. So, like I said, Kennedy, I felt like Kennedy should have gone somewhere else. I think I would love a backcourt where her and Hidalgo or her at wherever she decide to go. I think she'll be utilized a lot more there. So I don't know what's going on with this team. To me, also, they don't have enough shooting on this team. This team is just is lacking a lot of shooters. They didn't, to me, London Jones, like if London Jones doesn't go off shooting threes, then the whole paint is just clogged up. And to me, Jazzy and Kennedy get in each other's way because both of them are trying to operate from the high post to the low post. And it's not working because they're getting each other's way. So, like I said, Gottlieb to me is just, her coaching is bad. I think they need to get rid of the assistants. I think they need to bring some assistants there who actually could relate to the players, sort of like what Sydney Carter doing with Texas. They need somebody like that, like to get into players' ear and to get the players up to play better, to be a little tougher, to run the sets better, to be able. She needs an offensive coordinator. Like straight up, she needs somebody who's great at offenses and know how to draw up offensive plays because her offenses are trash. Like they're very trash. And it's not a lot of ball movement.
I like it. Let's see. You want to talk? Let me see. Anything else I have for this team before we move on from there?
Yeah, it's one ball. It's one ball, but you need to. You could if you get the right person who knows offensive sets and knows how to run plays out of different sets, you could run something for JuJu, Jazzy, Hall, and Kennedy, but you're not gonna, and Fagan, but you're not going to get the best out of them because Gottlieb is just terrible at offense. She doesn't know how to command. She don't even command the huddle good to me. Like she don't command anything. Like she's just blah. Like at least when Lisa Bluter had Caitlin, Bluter made you believe she was a coach. Like this girl don't make you believe anything. She's bland. She don't know how to work the cameras. She don't know how to work the revs. She looks like
you said Gottlieb needs some leather pants. She needs some leather pants.
Gottlieb need a facelift. She need to go get her nails done. She need to go get her hair done. She need to go to school. She got to go to school and learn how to speak to some. She don't know how to speak to the media.
You want to see that Phil Jackson makeover? She may not.
That's what I'm saying. Like Phil, but Phil, man, she don't have. Listen. I'm gonna be real with you. She need to be a damn assistant coach. She's an assistant coach. She's not a head coach.
So then, what does the school's extension of her contract then say about the long-term program?
That they don't want to win.
Oh shit, man.
They don't want to win.
And this women's hoops.
They just want to sell tickets and they just want to use the fame of JuJu while she here. That's all. Cause Auntie, if they want to win, why am I finna extend you and you're not doing anything? Like at least with Kim Mulkey, I could get me a good ass a rant, a sideline temper. Kim is great in the media sets, even though I disagree with the shit she say because it's bullshit. But it's fun to watch. This girl here is so bad. It's like
this is why Mondo can't be in the chat, nephew. He said Coach G looked bewildered. I ain't got time. Get him out the chat. Bewildered.
That's what I'm saying. Look, listen, Auntie, when you was playing hoop, and you see Gottlieb approach you, would you think of her as a coach or somebody of importance? No.
She's probably not the type of coach for me. But okay, so then tell me this: are the Trojans dangerous when JuJu returns?
They got a squad without JuJu. They don't have the right coaching staff.
So
they don't.
If JuJu returns next season, what do they do with that? And if that's the case, why should JuJu return?
If JuJu return next year, they're gonna do well because JuJu is that good. She's that good. Yes, they could win the Big Ten with JuJu next year because JuJu's IQ is that high. She's a great generational talent and player. The problem is Gottlieb, when they get into a game against a team that's coached by a Mulkey, by a Ariama, by a Don Staley, by a Carol Lawson even, they're going to lose. They're going to lose. They're going to lose. And it ain't going to be because of talent. It's going to be because she can't coach. She's an assistant at best. She's a person who brings you the towels, bring you the water. That's what she's great at. I don't understand what is so great about her. She's probably good at like writing stuff or something, but when you're coaching, you gotta have the pulse of your team, whether you're expressive, whether you're laid back. Coach Coleman is laid back, but I could tell from watching Coach Coleman, he could get the demand of everybody in a room because he has a sternness about himself. He don't have to be loud. He don't have to yell. She just don't have it. She don't have it.
So you don't think she has the locker room?
I don't think she has the team. She don't have the campus. She don't have shit. She's just there because of what she did somewhere else, I guess, but she's not a good coach. She's not. Like when you look like, okay, Joni has been on Fraud Watch for like 2-3 years now, but Joni at least gives me something to have some hope. Even though there's no hope there, but you got some hope by how she presents herself. This coach, I ain't got hope. I ain't got nothing. I don't believe in nothing she say.
Do you think her players believe in her?
No, they don't. You can tell by how they play. But Shonda, it's cool to be soft-spoken. I have no issue. I've been around people who are soft-spoken, but they had a sternness about themselves. They knew how to get 10 or 15 other people that were high energy, low energy, average energy, all to come together to get one thing done. She can't do it.
I see you in the chat. Pumping your chest out about what you're gonna do next year. If you don't want to talk about this year, just pipe down. I see you in the chat trying to pump your chest out with what y'all gonna do to the country next year. You ain't doing a motherfucking thing to the country this year. So don't be too sure. Don't be too sure.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like this.
Popping this motherfucker like you've been here before. Hey, chat, greet these motherfuckers or something. Don't come in with that old pushing your fucking chest out shit, big dog. You know how I get around here.
Because
you know how it get around here. And you know who the fuck I'm talking to. Go ahead.
You got Dunn, you got Smith, you got Jazzy, you got Samuels, you got London Jones, and you can't get more than what you're getting out of them? Come on. Look, USC should not be this bad. They should be in the top 10 right now, top 12. They should be. But because of the lack of direction, the lack of holding people of holding yourself accountable, because I don't believe she holds herself accountable. I believe she believes that she's better than she reads the headlines. She's not good. I don't see it. Because I watched them against Michigan. They shouldn't have lost that game. I've watched them against other teams. They shouldn't have lost those games. Then they get blown out. They get blown out by I forgot who they got blown out by. Let me see. I could pull it up here. They should have got blown out in that game. They got beat by UConn how they did. You should have got beat by UConn like that. You should have at least been within 5 or 3 trying to win the game. And then against Washington, they were struggling against Washington when their team better than Washington. Why are you struggling? Then they struggled against California. Then they struggle against Nebraska. You lost to Oregon. Oregon is not talented as y'all. They not. And you lost. You got blown out 80-46 by UCLA. Man. Then you lost to Minnesota. You lost to Minnesota. You lost to Michigan State. These are games that you could have competed in, if not won. The UCLA and Connecticut game, I still thought y'all would lose those games, but I thought y'all would at least put up a fight. Y'all got y'all ass mollywopped. Then y'all play against teams you supposed to beat. Y'all lost to them. Y'all should have beat these teams y'all lost to. But Gottlieb gets an extension though, right? Gottlieb gets another contract, right? Man, stop playing with me, man. She terrible. Then what you gonna do with JuJu? JuJu gonna come back and ball out next year. Y'all gonna mess around and run her into the ground next year because she don't know what she's doing. Y'all didn't have to run her into the ground last year. You had Kiki. She ain't even utilized Kiki. She turned Kiki. This how bad it was, Auntie, because I was the only one defending Kiki on other spaces because everybody was saying, man, Kiki ain't that. I told everybody coming out the draft, Kiki would be the best player / second best player coming out the draft. I told everybody that. She played in a bad system and she has some bad sets for her from a coach who don't know what she's doing. She don't know what she's doing. I could call Prince up. I had Prince do a whole video take on USC. Matter of fact, I'm going to text him and I'm going to ask him, Prince, I need you to do me a favor. I know you're busy. I need you to do me one favor. Show me what is great about Gottlieb. I put money on it. I put a G on it right now. He gonna find more flaws than great. Watch. And y'all gonna come back and be like, man, why I've been defending this coach for so long? Why I've been defending this coach? Why am I trying to give her? It's not about your talent. USC, y'all are talented. I love the players y'all have. But as far as your assistant coaches and your head coach, they all need to be fired. Y'all should not be unranked. Y'all are 13th in the Big Ten. Let me read y'all again the talent. I'm going to read the talent again because it ain't got nothing to do with your talent. You got Iwu Chukwu, a.k.a. Miss Vivian. You got Samuels. You got Jazzy Davison coming in touted as probably the best freshman coming in from this class. Kennedy Smith, who was one of the best freshmen coming out. Kara Dunn, Laura, London, Satya. Bro, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing?
The conversation wasn't even about them. The conversation was about the coach.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't even about them. We got to stop defending the coach, bro. The coach is trash. The assistant coaches, trash. They're trash. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call. I got them on fraud watch and trash watch. We got the trash watch and the fraud watch. They all hit them. They both hit it.
What's the difference between the two, the fraud and the trash? Just so the fam knows.
The fraud watch is that you're like, people are saying you're such and such, you're good, but you're not living up to them expectations. Like Joni Taylor, fraud watch. The coach from NC State, fraud watch. Vic Schaefer's fraud watch. But the trash watch is you one. I ain't have faith in you when I seen you. You was already trash in my mind. Gottlieb, Corey Close, or Chase, whatever her name is, trash.
Okay.
That's my difference between trash and fraud watch.
Who is that? Arletha Lewis. We talked Iowa for like 20 minutes. You got to rewind back on that one.
Yeah, you got to rewind it. Yeah.
I can't revisit that one. No disrespect, fam, but you got to rewind on that one.
We talked about them. Yeah.
So let's go to the because we're gonna get to the point guard discussion. But before we get there, let's get to the bounce back game. South Carolina Vandy. What did you see?
I saw more Tanaya being used. I wanted Tanaya to get the ball more. Tanaya to me has to be the starter for y'all to get going. And then Tessa wasn't in foul trouble. Like I told you, that last game against Oklahoma, Tessa was on fire early. And I seen that type of Tessa where it's I'm gonna make a statement, Tessa. When it's I'm gonna make a statement, Tessa, I'm gonna take over the head of the snake. That's a dangerous team to play against because her range is all over the floor. She can attack you from the left side, the right side, pin down, come off a screen, get the ball, get her one dribble pull up or go to the side. You in trouble. And then Tanaya is a monster one-on-one, give you that cross, get downhill. Because, see, she don't do that one-on-one, I'm an N1 mixtape you. No, she'll do that one-on-one Tim Hardaway, that El Paso two-step and get to the lane. I'm done with you. You cook. I'm going to put you over here in the corner for food tomorrow. That's the type of player I want to see. And then Raven Johnson being more confident in her shot like she has been, finally being that person to say, you know what? I know when to attack. I know when to take over. I say the best point guard in the game to me, I said last night to you, best point guard I've seen since point guard from Duke. I stand by it. And she's just been hooping on both ends of the floor. Joyce, I told you from the beginning, I love Joyce at the 5 sometimes, getting the ball and pushing. And somebody brought this up to me in my chat yesterday. Shout out to them. Tell me in the comment section after the video your name. Joyce Edwards is a LeBron style of player where she's athletic. She could get downhill. She could get the ball, run the offense, full court transition. She's probably the best 4/post in the transition with the ball in her hand outside of Sarah. So again, she's amazing. And then if she continues to get that mid-range shot going, that's a tough team to beat. I love my favorite player, though. I keep messing her name up, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Number 44, is it Miri or Amir? Akir, I can't think of her name. Number 44, I think that's her name. I can't think of her name, y'all. Y'all can tell me in the chat who it is.
All you gotta know is Gotti with the shotty. That's
okay. That's Gotti.
Gotti with the shotty.
That is my favorite dog. That she on Makir. Oh my gosh, dog. She is give her one more year, she's gonna be the best two-way player in the game. Give her a year, she's gonna be the best two-way player in the game. She has the length, she has the tenacity. Her downhill ability is underrated. If she continues developing like she could, I think she has a higher ceiling than Breezy had. That's how I feel about her. She's dangerous. And she's also underrated getting the boards and running in transition as well. I like her. She's my favorite freshman. My second favorite is Chavez, then Jazzy, but she's my favorite freshman because of her ability to play defense and her ability to take on the minutes when Don gives her the extra minutes because of her play. Man, she's very tough. I love her game. I think she was a diamond in the rough y'all found, and I think y'all hit on that one. Y'all really hit on that one. I love Okot. I love Okot. I love her more coming off the bench. I think she's better coming off the bench, and I think she could start late in the games, and I think her ability to stretch the floor at times is good. I like the French player you got. The Vanderbilt game was something they needed. They needed to get their ass kicked. And the reason why, because now you got that ass kicked, so now you know what you need to get better at. And I love how Michaela Blakes didn't do a Liv McGill. Michaela Blakes actually gave props, where a lot of players ain't gonna give you no props after they lost like that because they in their feelings. They tender, what Auntie would say, they tender. So again, Vanderbilt is Michaela Blakes or bust. I think they're going to have to bring Gavin back off the bench for them to go get down next time to go forward, because I like Blakes more running the offense more than with Gavin running it. That's just me. So, I mean, but Vanderbilt, I think they'll be fine. I think they're going to do well depending on who they play in March Madness. But like I said, I got them as the 4th or 5th best team in the SEC. I didn't change. Even when they were undefeated, it never changed. They're still there. I don't have them higher than LSU. I don't have them higher than SC or Texas right now. But I got them around 4, 5, and 6 with Ole Miss, Oklahoma, and Tennessee.
Okay.
So that's what I have from them. So I mean, I like the game yesterday from SC. SC
Do you think it was more about was this more about Vandy's inexperience or just who South Carolina is?
I just think in my opinion, I feel like this was more about Vanderbilt realizing who they are.
Hold on. Jacob, I don't know. You don't ever tell me what the fuck to do over here. And JuJu, if you sent that motherfucker over here to cape for you, get your motherfucking people. I don't fuck around, Jacob. You don't tell me what the fuck to do on my platform. I said what the fuck I said and I meant it. You run that shit over there where the fuck you be at. Motherfucker came in my chat on some other shit. You don't tell me a motherfucking thing to do over here. You got your motherfucking people confused. JuJu, you better get your people. I don't fuck around like that. Now you over there feeling brave because you over there at HD chat. You know what it is over here. Stay the fuck from around here. I done told your disrespectful punk ass that shit before. Stay where the fuck you at. Don't come Captain Saving no motherfucking body over here telling me any motherfucking thing to do on anything to say Cess Talk Sports. You understand? See, it's that simple shit. I'm not your normal content creator. I told you before, I ain't for everybody and I ain't for you. And I told you to stay the fuck away from here. That you came over here feeling brave like you could slip in here and say some shit up under HD name. I see that fuck shit and I'm gonna deal with it every fucking time. Now they told you about. Hey, I done told all y'all. I'm on demon time around this bitch. Now I be keeping I ain't releasing no goons, but it's goons around this bitch. I can send my people. Goddammit. What y'all want to do? Ask about me in this motherfucker. You gonna come over here talking about chill out on auntie. I say what the fuck I say on my motherfucking platform. She came in this bitch trying to say some shit that wasn't what the fuck we was talking about. Puffing her chest out about some shit for next season. Y'all motherfuckers got me confused, goddammit.
But auntie, weren't they ranked early this season?
Yeah, I got me fucked up. I see you.
Weren't they ranked in the top 10?
You know, I'll call for the goddamn big Dracos around this bitch.
I'm asking, weren't they ranked this season?
Yeah, they was ranked at one point, and then
so what we talking about? No, ain't no right you don't get no pass.
I'm on some shit about a motherfucker trying to tell me what to do on my goddamn platform. That's what the fuck I'm on. So if you sit that motherfucker over here to save you, let me know. Cause see, I've been being nice. I've been staying where the fuck I'm at. What y'all want to do? I done told y'all, Rooter, you ain't typing no more. Where you at?
Man, like I said,
y'all been over there. See, I'm gonna get real live. Motherfuckers sending messages to other motherfuckers on my platform. You got my goddamn number. Get at me. You don't got to send nobody. You got something to say to me, say it. But see, the problem is really y'all miss being in this motherfucker. Can't get enough of this bitch. That's why y'all still lurking and watching, sending messages to other motherfuckers, trying to pop up on other motherfuckers' platforms and send messages. Y'all know what it is. It's still Gamecocks on this motherfucker.
Man, y'all was ranked early in the season, man. I don't want to hear that bullshit. y'all was ranked. Y'all was ranking. Now y'all trying to talk about take it easy. We ain't finna take shit easy. F that. They playing like shit.
Y'all sitting up having whole lives talking about what y'all can't say over here. Y'all sitting up having whole discussions on lives about what the fuck y'all can't do because Cess Talk Sports won't let you. What the fuck is you worried about what we doing over here for? If we dismissed your lame ass, keep your lame ass where you at. And the funny thing is, all you lame motherfuckers grouped up together on the same fucking lame ass channel talking that lame shit. Pull up. I done dropped the link 100 motherfucking times. Ain't none of you motherfuckers hit the link. But y'all making fake pages and shit to be able to get at a motherfucker. Hit the link, motherfucker. I'm through playing. I done told y'all. This shit.
Bro, Sarah would have went to the W. No, Sarah would have went to the W anywhere.
Y'all sitting around,
what you talking about?
Trying to have what the fuck I got over here. You can't. No matter what the fuck you call it. No matter how many hats you put on. No matter how many times you try to do what I do, you can't. You want my spot flash? You want my spot flash? You ain't gonna get it. Because you ain't got it. Keep playing. Keep playing. I done told y'all. I ain't for everybody. Stay the fuck where you at.
Bro, Sarah. No, you good. You good. No, you good. Sarah Williams is gonna go to the WNBA regardless of where she went, dog. She ain't. Sarah Williams is that talented. She was gonna go to the W off of playing in Wisconsin. She just went to UConn because she wanted to try to have a chance at a chip. That's all. She was already ranked in the top 10, top 8 in the draft going in. So she didn't need UConn for that. I'm just being real, not dissing UConn, so nobody get in their feelings, but she was still going to she still was going to get to the draft, bro. That's how talented Sarah Williams is. I think she was Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. So she was going to go anyway, you know? So, I mean, she didn't need UConn for that. She's going to UConn so she can win the Natty. And that was a smart decision. I mean, yeah. Thanks for the 1999 super chat, Black and White. Appreciate y'all. I got Auntie in the SEC too. You know what I'm saying? They see potential in Southern Cal. I mean, bro, they see potential in UConn players. Nobody didn't say that. Sarah Williams was touted to be the best big coming out to the draft, or second best big. What are you talking about? She didn't need to go to UConn to get potentially looked at. No, people was like, we'll draft Sarah. If Sarah would have gone to Florida State, she would have been drafted. If she'd have gone to Timbuktu, she was going to be drafted. UConn got nothing to do with that. She just going there to win a chip because she's had a successful college career. Now she wants to finish it off with a chip, just like Taniyah Latson. Latson could have gone to the draft at Florida State. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, well, we got to be for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think she is from Canada, Aisha. I think she is from Canada. But Sarah Williams a hooper, though. She always been a hooper. Thanks for the $19.99 on our auntie page, Black and White. Appreciate you. Y'all bring me good dialogue on women's basketball. Well, that's why we here. That's why we here. That's why we here, y'all. But SC, man, I don't want to hear that cop out bullshit, because y'all was ranked early in the year. Y'all should have been in the top 15. I don't care. Without JuJu, y'all are that talented. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't want to hear it, because y'all not going to get that same bullshit. Y'all not going to get that same excuse to any other team if they not doing good. So, like, stop it. Stop it. So, like, stop it. Thanks for the $2 super chat, S. Dot. Coach G is a horrible coach. We know that. Coach G been a terrible coach, so I don't understand what people talking about. Like, what are you talking about? Coach G's horrible. Like, Coach G is terrible, yo. I mean, I don't understand what the love for her is. I've never liked her. I think she's vastly overrated. I'm just being real. Like, I don't get it. I don't get the glazing of her. Nah, she's from New York. Aisha. She's from New York. She's not from Canada, unless she was raised there. Oh yeah, she moved to Toronto. So yeah, she's from Canada, but she was born in the US. But she's from Canada though. Yeah, thanks, Mondo. Yeah. She moved to Canada after she was born. So she's from Canada, but she was born in New York, but she's from Canada. Imagine if JuJu had a real coach. If JuJu had a real coach, JuJu wouldn't have got hurt. Because with a real coach, y'all, the ball would have been able to move. They would have been able to get it to everybody. People would have been. Kennedy Smith. Let's go to Kennedy Smith, y'all. We're going to bring up Kennedy Smith because I'm a huge Kennedy Smith fan. I saw her in high school. Kennedy could hoop. Now, you look at Kennedy Smith, right? This is supposed to be a great coach, right? Kennedy Smith is averaging 10 points, 5 boards, 4 assists on 35% from the field. That's not good. That's not good. And again, if you're such a great coach, why isn't Kennedy? When I watch Kennedy, Kennedy is taking some of the ugliest and toughest shots I've ever seen. If you're a great coach, your job is to get the ball to your players where they can get a good shot off. She don't even do that for her. She don't do that for her. So I just don't understand. I don't understand what y'all mean by this. Is she should not even have gotten a extension. And then Kennedy got 7 turnovers in the Michigan State loss, 8 turnovers in the Michigan loss. Why does she have high turnover rates? Because it's a lot of one-on-one basketball. It's not enough ball movement. The whole lane is clogged. So I'm just saying, if she's such a great coach and she got a great coaching staff, why are they having this problem with the talent they got? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. That's mind-boggling to me. And I'm not finna give you a pass on being a terrible coach. Because when Don Staley do something bad, y'all ready to hop on her head. Kim do something bad, y'all ready to hop on her head. Gino. It's crazy. Thanks for the $25 super chat, Philip Harris. Great and real content as always. Gamecock stand up. Respect the covering all college women's b-ball. Oh, all day.
Nephew, are you ready to go to the talk of the day? I can't wait for you to convince me on this one.
Yeah.
I went and got my popcorn.
Yeah.
Got my popcorn. You know which one we talking about?
Mm-hmm. I sure do.
So, what you told me today?
I told you that Jada Richard is the second best PG in the country. And she's the second best PG because of her ability to make players around her better, even though she has 3 top players on her team. Her ability to set the offense up, how she's getting the most out of the young freshmen and Grace, Bella, and Zakiya, how she has the ability to play defense on the point of attack, and she's been the best defender, in my opinion, on the perimeter. Better than Malaysia, better than Flaw, better than Michaela. She's bringing that toughness and leadership that they need, especially for a team that's undersized. Nobody expected, with them being undersized, that they could compete with Oklahoma. They could compete with these other teams. They lost to Kentucky by a buzzer beater. Jada's not getting the coverage or respect she's getting because of those names. But as far as her point guard and floor generalship, she does everything that you look for in a point guard. And when they're not doing well out there, she hold her people accountable. She hold her teammates accountable. And also she gets out there. She takes getting yelled at by Kim. She does what she's supposed to do. And not only that, she outplayed Aaliyah Chavez when they went head to head. Everybody was like, Aaliyah's going to shit on her. She going to do this. Man, she came and dropped a dub on their ass. And she had some great defensive moments on her. And she did good against Van. And she did good against I keep forgetting this girl name, Oklahoma. Hold on, y'all, I got it up here. Verhulst. When she was guarding her. When she got off of those players, that's when they were able to get their little shot off. So again, I think Jada is doing well with a team where we didn't know who the point guard was going to be. We didn't know who the floor general was going to be. And we didn't know who the leader of the team was going to be. I think she embodies all that for her to be the second best point guard. We could go to KK if you want to, y'all, but KK is playing with AZ, Sarah Strong. To me, that's a Sarah Strong and AZ team there more than it is through KK, even though she's good. I don't have her over Raven because of Raven's dominance from her resume and what she's doing now and what she's been doing since she got to South Carolina. Raven has been a lot better in that aspect, especially playing with different bigs and different rotations of players. Raven still got that team playing like they're a well-oiled machine. So I got Jada's second best. That's me. The reason I got her over Rory is because Madison Booker, that team goes wherever Madison goes. And to me, Madison runs the point better than she does, and Preston run the point better than Rory does. Rory, to me, is more of a scoring or off-ball guard. Chit Chat, you can argue Chit Chat. I have no issue with you because Chit Chat, but in my opinion, that system is more of the reason why they're doing well than it is at LSU. Because the LSU system, let's just be for real. The system is mainly through the big to the guard, like to the 2 guard or the wing. And Jada got that offense flowing. Even when Jada don't give me 20 points, she's still diving for the ball. She's still setting everybody up. And the offense looks a whole lot fluent with her out there than Fuwali and then those other guards y'all mentioned. Those other guards y'all mentioned, they struggle with getting their own shot outside of her and Chit Chat. But I say she's a little better than Chit Chat because of her size and because of her command. It's hard to be a floor general of a team when you got 3 stars on your team as opposed to being on a team full of role players. So that's why I got her number 2. Yes, her midi game, very underrated. Very underrated. Who is the best defender in NCAA history? Raven Johnson is way better than Hannah Hill-Dog on defense. It's not even close. It's not even close. Jada's nice, but here's the thing with Jada. Too many times, Jada depends on Adi being good. Now, granted, she did drop a 44 piece, but that was because Adi couldn't get going, so they needed her to do what she had to do. But in my opinion, I got Jada because even look at last year. When Jada played, the offense ran good. The problem was she just don't like her point guards. She's just hard on point guards. And she had to realize coming into this season, I need Jada to play. I need Jada to run it. I mean, but Jada Williams for Iowa State is good, but Jada here, political, I agree. She is a traditional type of point guard. I love what she's doing on both ends of the floor. And they don't win some of these games they had without her on the floor. They don't. They don't blow that team out they played last. They don't blow Texas A&M out like they did without her on the floor. They don't beat Oklahoma without her in the 4th quarter making plays and scoring the basketball. I'm just saying, Jada needs to get her respect. And I think a lot of people don't respect her or even give her a look at because you got Fuwali, who's a dynamic talent. Dynamic talent still need to see more for me to make her a dynamic player. You got Flau'jae, who has played better than I expected this year thus far. And MK Dub is the most skilled player on the team. So for her to take the lead how she does and get that team going with those players on the team needs to be looked at and needs to be credited. That's my opinion. No, okay, I do not. I do not have Fuwali over Watkins. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Auntie.
Wait, I'm sorry because Discord was overriding what was going on over here, so I was missing. You was in and out. Did you answer the question? Where would you put Jelani?
Jelani who?
Cambridge.
Jelani Cambridge. I got Jelani Cambridge. I don't really look at Jelani as a regular point guard. I look at her as a star player, superstar type player. So as a player, I got her like I said, she's in my top 5 best players this year I've watched and who I think is out there. As far as point guard,
okay,
I would put her around as just being a point guard. I put her around 6 or 7. I got KK over her at point guard. I got Jada up there at Iowa State over her as a point guard. But I got Jelani Cambridge better than them as a player.
Okay. Now here's and this is what I was gonna say about Jada before I start having the technical difficulties. So I'm not surprised about who Jada is this season because this is who I expected Jada to be last season. So if you go back to my channel, I have a video about Jada coming in as a freshman into LSU. I expected her to be the point guard last year. So I was a little surprised that she wasn't. And then I was even more surprised that she really didn't get run last year. So who she is right now is definitely who I thought she could be. I think that she can grow to be one of the best point guards to play the game, but I think that there's still just a lot of there's a lot of things that she still has to prove on a winning standpoint. Skill set is there, leading, finishing, completing, taking the team to the at least to a SEC championship, something like that. I think is kind of what I want to see, or at least getting to some of those big games. I want to see some more big games from her before I crown her that. But I understand where you're going with it. Where do you have like the Rorys? I don't know if you talked about this because I was going in and out. Where do you have like Rory? Who are some of these other point guards that they talk about that are on the list before Raven? Rory, Kiki Rice, some of these point guards. Where you got them at?
I got Rory is at number 5, Kiki's at 4, KK Arnold is at 3, Jada's at 2, and then Raven at 1 for this year.
Okay. And this is just based on what you've seen out of them this year. This isn't you're not looking at what Rory's done in other years. This is just based on what we've seen from them this year. I want to make sure.
I mean, career-wise, Rory. See, here's the thing. Rory to me is more of a combo type of guard, more scoring than like running the offense well. I think she's better when she plays off of Madison, when Madison's running the offense, because she can get that midi going and she has a good step to the basket and she could finish with either hand. I just think in that system, you don't know how great Rory can be because that system is so old. And to me, Preston looks better at the point, in my opinion, than when Rory was at the point in all her years, because Preston is actually running the point from a traditional standpoint. Whereas Rory, to me, is a new type of point guard where she could score and she could facilitate, and her defense is also underrated as well. So I blame that system for why I don't see the best out of Rory. That's to me.
Okay. Hannah? Do you have Hannah in this conversation anywhere?
Hannah's in my top 10, but as far as player-wise, Hannah's not really a point guard to me. Hannah's more of a scoring guard, and then she facilitates second. But she's a playmaker. She's a solid playmaker, but she's more of like I said, a scoring guard. But that's what she has to be for that team to even have a chance.
And then Tony Morgan, what do you think about Tony?
Tony's nice, but she's kind of been off lately. And they dropped some games that I feel like she could have played better from a point guardship, in my opinion.
Okay. Anybody else? I mean, listen, I don't doubt that the kid can get there.
Speak on overall team defense and what team do you like in that regard? Team defense. I mean, South Carolina team defense is great as always. UConn, I like you guys' team defense. Even though y'all don't play anybody, but y'all still play with great team defense. I would say y'all two have really been, to me, out of the 25, like the best like team defense out of y'all. And that's why I got KK Arnold up so high because she's not just doing it on offense or facilitating, but defensively, she's a nightmare. So I say y'all two, Louisville. I mean, I say Duke. Duke has done better than Louisville. I got Duke and Louisville probably 3 and 4 team defense wise.
I want to go back real quick. I want to ask about a couple point guards because like I said, I had some trouble here. If we just talking about this season, where do you have Tajiana Roberts out of Louisville? Where do you have Chavez out of Oklahoma? And then where do you have Paldo out of Tennessee? Paldo is at Tennessee.
They're in my bottom. They're around 7, 8, 9, and 10. They're in my bottom half of point because they're not traditional point guards. They're not like Paldo need to score in order for Tennessee to keep going. Chavez needs to score in order for Oklahoma to play at their best. Because we've seen games where Chavez give you 10 or 11, they struggle. But when she gives you about 18, 19, or 20, they're playing more fluently. So they need her scoring. Tajiana Roberts, she needs to score like she does in order for that team to get going. And to me, like I would put her like around 7, maybe 6. Like it's kind of like because I got Kiki at 5, and I could put her at 6.
I think Tatiana's setting the table a little bit more this year because she's got Ziegler, she's got Hardy, she's got Barry, she's got what's the shooter? I think she's setting the table a little bit more this year than she was last year, having to score, especially because we very close to show a couple times. So Tatiana's up there for me this year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see some of these matchups down the stretch.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be fun to watch.
I definitely don't got I don't got Rice up that high. I don't.
I got her my top 5, top 4.
I know you do. I can't, nephew.
Yep.
I can't.
I do, man. Hey, Kiki, nice, man. So once she get away from UCLA, Kiki will show how good she is. It's the same thing what happened with Kiki with Gottlieb. She got to get away from that coach.
And I'll be ready to do that then, but you got to show me, Bama.
Yeah, she just got to get away from the coach. I mean, look, like she only could do what the system tells her to do. The system is feed Lauren Betts, feed the shooters, move out the way. I mean, that's all she could do. Kiki, same thing. Feed JuJu the ball, move out the way. Now we see Kiki first season and an Unrivaled hooper, baller. Why? Because she got away from a dumbass coach. That's all they need to do. If you get a lot of these girls away from these dumb coaches, man, they'll be a beast. Just saying.
I'm gonna have to give it to them when they show me. Just like I had to come back and get Kiki Ola. I don't mind coming back and saying I was wrong, but they're gonna have to prove it to me first.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't see it. I definitely don't have Olivia Miles in my top 5 at all.
Olivia's not in my top 10. I don't have her over Talia Scott. I don't have her over Jada Richard.
Not on the college level or the W level. I don't think that she doesn't do enough on both sides of the ball for me.
I mean, look, I don't know. Olivia Miles she's only going to do well if she's playing next to somebody like a Hannah or a Tajana or a Kiki or somebody who could take the ball and do some things with it. That's the only way she'll do well, because the way her game is set up, that team only is going to go as far as Suarez can make them go. If Suarez is off or those other players aren't making their shots, they're not going to win that game, because Olivia Miles is a transitional player. She got to get everything in transition. Everything got to be moving. But as soon as I slow you down and make you play defense as well, you're going to be a lost cause. And that's why, like, this year, like, she's not really aggressive. That's that system that HVL was in. She's more aggressive than Olivia. Olivia is more talented than her, but HVL is more aggressive. So that made TCU look a little bit better offensively than this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. So, and she's not really aggressive. So if those other players aren't stepping up, Like I said, I think Talia Scott gonna come in there and bust her ass. That's just me. I'm sorry. I don't have any faith in TCU.
Okay. Washington beating up on Rutgers right now. My goodness.
Oh, and JuJu is not Luka Doncic. No. At all.
Goodness gracious.
She actually plays defense.
you got LSU with Florida tonight. You got LSU with Florida tonight. We should see a Jada Richard Liv McGill matchup. What are you thinking about that matchup? How you feeling about tonight's game for your team?
I think LSU should win by 15. I think the freshman energy is going to take over the game. I think Jada's going to get everybody involved. I could see Malaysia going off tonight because Florida's not real good in transitional defense. And I can also see Flaw J going off as well. I don't think they have another guard that can really keep up with her. And Florida's not really tough on the inside. They're going to get dominated to me on the inside. Like I said, I think we win by 15.
Got it. I think it'll be an interesting game. I think it's going to be an interesting game.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be interesting. I mean, I just don't trust Florida coach. She look like she finna go holler at an 8-ball or something.
What in the what?
I'm just saying, she look like she party harder than all of us. I'm just saying.
I don't know what my goodness, that is
say young blood. Hey.
I dig that. That is something. I has a heck of a description on somebody.
RT was like, wait a minute. Like, I'm telling you, if you pull her up a picture, she in the sweatshirt, she look like she dazed from it, boy.
I'm not time for this shit.
I'm just saying. She look like, hey, listen, F the X's and O's, where the 8 at?
I ain't got time. I don't have time. I ain't gonna
I'm just saying, man, look.
I don't know. Where do you get this stuff from? Hilarious.
No, because see, what I do is I turn on the game, right? And I look at the sideline. If you watch the sideline, you will get more information from women than you do from men, because women, y'all will tell it how it is. Y'all just look at it like, that's that bullshit. But when she's speaking, she look like she is on cloud 20. She look like it.
What?
She look like it, but she be like, gotta do this, gotta do that. Like, her eyes is big.
Wow.
She got that smile, boy. Like, damn.
You are hilarious.
Go look at her. Listen, Liv be looking at her like she be trying to give a play. Liv, look at the team. All right, we're going to run this. I'm going to get down here. You come off of the curl and backdoor me or give it to her.
Let's run it.
Man, they don't listen to this damn coach, dog. This coach look, if you want a picture of a coach that you don't pay attention to, go look at her.
Man,
I swear, go look at her. She a trip.
I gotta, man. I'm gonna watch this game now, and I hope I can unsee what you said. I'm definitely watching the game. I'm definitely watching the game.
You gonna watch the game? You gonna be like,
I told the fam that I would be up live for him for that one. I want to see this matchup. What you got up for the rest of the day, nephew?
We finna watch Unrivaled tonight. Probably some other hoop. It was some good games yesterday. Can't wait for tonight to see. Man, they've been roasting Rachel Banham and Rebecca Allen, boy. Man, they need to stay off the internet, boy. It's kind of bad for them.
It's been a little rough.
It's been bad, boy.
So,
did you see the last game? Did you see the last game with Skylar?
Hey, listen, Skylar coming on. Skylar's coming on. I told y'all Skylar gonna be the one to make some noise.
Skylar
gonna be the one to make some noise.
Rachel was open. She was like, let me get the ball. Skylar said, hell no. Aaliyah.
Hey. It doesn't look like it's
Mabry.
It may not be working for them. It may not be working for them. It ain't for everybody.
But Auntie, I understand that. But dog, all we heard, me, you, political, everybody. Oh, she called out her teammates and she got vilified for it. Now you got people like, damn, I think I was wrong about Angel. She kind of is right.
Yeah, I mean, you got the thing with Angel is more. I think it was that she called it out. She said what people didn't want to say. That made people uncomfortable, but it had to be said.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I react differently. If my leader talks about how we need to play better, I mean, I take offense and want to get better. That's the only thing I took out of it. I got to play better because my leader feel like we ain't giving it our all. I'm just saying, but Skylar just looked at her and just said, I'm going over here. It was like, damn. Skylar, man. Y'all watch the game tonight, y'all.
I expect Skylar to have to go on a hot streak. I expect Skylar to be the player that
she gonna turn it around because Skylar do not like losing. Like, if y'all watch Skylar since Notre Dame or even before that, Skylar does not like to lose. She finna do something. Something gonna change. I'm just telling y'all now.
As they say,
something gonna change.
They said something got to shake. Yeah, something got to shake. So,
yep.
What else you got going on? Well, let me say this too, because I got MJ's getting ready to come up because we need to get picks done before a certain time. But I want to make sure those out, and then if you didn't want that on your platform, give you the opportunity to take it down.
Who?
You. If you didn't want MJ talking bets on your platform, if you wanted to cut it off before you come up.
No, MJ cool, he fan. MJ can come up.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure we gonna talk some bets. We're gonna talk some bets. MJ.
No, go ahead. Cause I want people to hear it on my shit too. Cause niggas bet. That's all people do on my channel is bet.
So we finna get to the shekels. MJ, hit the link, homie. Where you at?
For real. Like they gonna hit me up later, be like, HD, man, tell Auntie appreciate that, dog.
Yeah, man, we're gonna bring him up.
I needed an extra shekel on the parlay.
His name is, they call him MJ Lover 23, Mr. Lover, Big Daddy Long Dog himself. With some picks. Hit the link. In there in the chat. They trusted Becca more than Rachel. That's saying something. Wow. What is that saying?
Bro, Becca, but dude, I ain't gonna hold you. Becca been playing, bro. She on defense and rebounding. But
yeah,
Bam don't do shit.
Over there on the Instagram. What's going on, fam? Appreciate you pulling up. Let's get to it.
Bam don't do shit, bro. Bam be over there. Bam made, I think, only like 5 points her whole career.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't even good, dog. It's terrible, bro. And then listen, I watch every Unrivaled game. So, boy, it's bad. Skylar is not playing. I'm telling you, Skylar gonna have them running suicides and shit out there. She don't play. She the wrong one to have this losing streak with.
Oh, listen. Hey, how impressed are you with AB's game?
Oh man, look, best center in the league loading this year. If it's a season. She hooping, man. AB is hooping. She looks a lot slimmer. She's in very good shape. And I'm liking the combination between her and Kiki. Her and Kiki,
Yeah,
to me,
I thought it was gonna be awkward, but here she is. It's working.
man, to me, I think they're the two best bigs right now in the league, Auntie. I got AB1, I got Kiki too. Everybody else to me has been way below them, honestly.
Yeah, Jonquel got some work to do. Jonquel
Yeah, Jonquel got to work.
Got some work to do. She got some work to do. Why
Big facts.
It so long to play a complete game? Because they're a brand new team building, like Don told you. One returning starter, 4 new people in different spots. One player just got to the country. One player only been playing basketball 5 years. That's why. Kai Cook.
I mean,
I hope Kai stay consistent. MJ, what's happening?
Yeah, that was nasty.
You got me here? Yeah, we
hear you.
Well, thank you for the super chat, 91 Dan, but that's what I think. Yeah, I got you. Unless y'all want to add something to that.
All right, cool. What's up, fam? What's up?
Building chemistry.
Hold on. Yeah, it's just building chemistry, and y'all gotta remember, Tanaya is still learning how to play within a set and system with them.
Hey,
once she learned, yeah, like Auntie just said, once she learned how to pick her spots and she gets acclimated, man, it's gonna be over with. That's all it is. It's experience.
When it go.
Mm-hmm.
MJ. What's the word, homie? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Man, you talk about some action yesterday. We had a little bit of action yesterday. It's unfortunate that I wasn't able to put anything out there for people. It all came pretty quick. There was a lot of stuff that came in late, especially for the Seahawks game. I stayed away from the Broncos game. They said snow,
thank you. That's
hurricanes. And I was like, yeah, nah, son.
Yeah, smart. That was smart, MJ.
Well, it wasn't a lot, right? It wasn't a lot. I mean, there was you can gamble on the replacement quarterback to see if he was going to do something, right? But no, it's the championship game. The weather is terrible. You don't even know where you are on the field. You can barely walk and chew gum out there with all that snow running around there, and you expect the game's going to be somewhere in the mid 20s, low 30s. No. I'm like my boy Scrubs said, I ain't never trusted a nigga named Stidham. Yeah.
I never trusted a nigga named Stidham. My boy said Patriots in 5.
Patriots in 5.
Man, MJ, we did the show in the beginning. He was like, I don't care if it's Stidham, Patriots in 5. 5.
Yeah, I wasn't betting against them. I wasn't betting against the Patriots. I mean, me and Cess going back and forth about the running backs, I think. But even then, it was like, not with that weather. I'm like,
not with that weather.
No, I mean, that's a running game. But even then, I mean, the footwork and, I mean, defense, the Broncos defense is top notch. I mean, they ain't trying to give up nothing. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, they just couldn't get anything on there.
I told people that, MJ, everybody looked at me like, man, oh no. I'm like, the Broncos still got a defense.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, they still got a defense. But let's get to
what was the over on that? The over, what was the total was 37.5 or something? What was that?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was 33.
Let's get into the ladder, MJ. Let's get into the ladder.
Ladder. Oh man. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, I'm giving y'all kind of a precursor because I know that some people aren't in the mansion, so they don't get the benefits of all the picks that we put in there. But the ladder picks is something that we're putting out for people for whenever, if you're around and we're doing ladder picks, definitely want to pay attention, and we want you to participate too, right? Because there's actually people that know stuff that we don't know. right? I mean, even with South Carolina Gamecocks games, we got people on the ground telling us different stuff that nobody knows about, right? So we're always willing to listen and find out what's going on. So that's not a problem for us. Now, with that said, the way that the ladder works out, we have a 5-day ladder challenge, right? And we take we take 2 picks, maybe even 3 picks, depending on how I feel on that day, and then we'll run them. We run them. You can put 10 shekels on it, you can put 20 shekels on it, you can put 1 shekel on it. Whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, you should be doubled, right? You should at least double the shekels that you put on initially.
You can put 10 cents on it.
You can put 10 cents on it. Put 10 cents on it if they let you do it.
You move that decimal how you want to move that decimal, how it worked for you, because this is all for education, entertainment, information purposes only.
Right.
See,
exactly.
See.
All right. With that said, I got 3 picks for y'all. You can take 2 out of the 3. I'm not going to tell you which ones you want to pick. It's totally up to you. If you feel it, you feel it. The first 2 that I put up there are mostly those are the ones that I'm going to go with. I may add a second one I may add a third one on a second ticket. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Amen Thomas for Houston Rockets. He had.
You running these as a parlay? You running these as a parlay, or are you doing 2 individual?
Yeah, this is a parlay, right? You can run these back. I always here's parlay, the thing. You guys see this, or are you? Oh, they can't see that. I keep forgetting that they can't see everything that we putting up there. Actually, no, you can't see that. No, they can't see that. So we got. I put 3 guidelines underneath the ladder challenge, right? Because we do a 5-day, but if you feel frisky and you get to the 6th day, then you can see what the total should be from day 6 to day 10. That's what it looks like, right? So if you're paying attention, if you're taking what you earn and then turning that around and putting it back into the ladder, by day 6 you should be playing with somebody else's money. And I'll explain that later if you guys don't get it. Now, Amen Thompson, I think his line is at 7.5 now. You probably can't get it at 6.5 unless you move the line down. The odds won't be as good because they every once in a while, first thing in the morning when they put the lines out, they don't always have all the information either. They don't know somebody missed practice. They don't know if Thompson might have tweaked the oblique or something during practice, but he's going to be game time decision. All that stuff factors in for later on, and that's why they actually put the number up, because he's going to be solid. The matchup that they have is a favorable matchup for the Houston Rockets, and I'll get into more of that in just a second. The second one is Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown for points, I think he's at they moved him up to 25.5 or 26. But if you got him at 24.5, that's a bargain. He is basically, he's a head honcho. They're going up against Portland, the youngsters, and he should actually get 24.5 pretty easy. The only reason that he won't is if for whatever reason Portland goes crazy and they're beating them by 30 in the first half. So get in Jaylen Brown. The third one, if you feel a little risky-frisky, even though it says -180, which should be kind of a lay down, but if you feel risky-frisky to put that third one in there, Devin Royal for the Ohio State Buckeyes. He is, I think he's their second leading scorer, if I remember right. They're going up against Penn State, whose defense is middle of the road. So 14.5, that is kind of that's a boost. That is a boost. It basically means if whatever site that you wager on, if they ask you to put in a third pick to get an actual boost, whether it's 30% or 50%, that's what you would put in, right? Just so that you can get that extra boost, that extra juice, so you can hit the ground running. Questions, comments, concerns?
No, I don't think so.
Nah, you good, man. Shoot,
My bad.
I'm
My
learning
bad.
a lot.
Oh,
So what I'm gonna
we
do,
on-
I don't know how much time we got.
oh, go ahead.
We got time to go through the whole thing.
You
Yeah,
good, bro?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm off.
All right, cool. So here's the thing. I'm not gonna hit all the picks. I'm gonna hit the ones that are favorable, the ones that you should snatch up right now before the lines change again, because I know the game's starting in a couple hours. I think one of these games, like so Indiana, Minnesota, or Indiana and Atlanta, they already played. So so you may have to well, don't worry about that. It's fine. We'll skip to the next one. I am just, let me double check. I'm just double checking right now. Yeah, Philly's playing right now too. So, and it's probably good that we didn't even pick that game, because Charlotte's beating them by almost 30 in the third quarter.
Charlotte putting belt to ass. BTA.
Man, I was not expecting
You
that.
got Orlando, look like Orlando, Cleveland next.
Sometimes there's reasons why you don't get to pick certain games. Man, yeah, let's get through Orlando and Cleveland. So let's get there before somebody come looking for us. So one of the one of the hidden gems in Orlando is Wendell Carter Jr. for over 1.5 assists. I don't know. He plays about 27 or 28 minutes a game. So it's a little bit, you always want to have your picks playing at least 30 minutes a game, right? The more they're on the floor, the more opportunity they have, all that stuff. For whatever reason, Wendell Carter Jr. works well either when he starts or coming off the bench, and he's always looking for the extra person. He doesn't always look to score first, which is weird because he used to be like that. So his 2 assists, I think he's gone the last 4 or 5 games with at least 2 assists. So we taking that's a nice hidden one. I don't have the odds on that one for some reason. I'm not sure why. A lot of these didn't have the odds on them, and I think I know why, because I was going off of Prize Picks and I think Underdog, and they don't always put the numbers out, at least accurate numbers that we can use. So I leave them off. Your other hidden gem is Jalen Tyson. He's gonna get good minutes because they got injuries at the guard position. 1.5 assists over that. He should get two or more assists tonight. Orlando, even though they're a good team, they're middle of the road and giving up assists to the guard position. Moving on to Portland. Portland has a few sneaky ones. I think I actually snuck in like a 3-pointer, a 4-pick 3-pointer pick. I'll put that in the one bet section. But it had, one of them was Deni Avdija. I had him in there for two 3-pointers just because he's their leading scorer, and that's what he does. He shoots about 6 or 7 threes a game. He shoots a bunch of those. So if he can't hit 2 against Boston, who's gonna basically let them shoot threes, right? Here's Boston's defense right now. Boston's defense is, you can shoot as many threes as you want. We're banking that we're gonna make more than you. That's basically what their defense is right now. So I mean, I'm just saving y'all some time on what the defensive strategy is over there. If you want to see a bunch of threes getting thrown up, that they're probably going to shoot somewhere around 75 to 80 threes tonight. Like, it's
one player on their team, I think the other night, attempted 21 threes.
21
no
threes.
twos. No twos.
That's exactly what they do. It's madness, right? I mean, you know, everybody, that's what analytics did. Analytics, and the worst thing you could have done is let Boston win a championship off of those analytics, because now everybody's trying to do it. But that's I digress. Jaylen Brown, I gave y'all 24.5 on the initial ladder pick. The rest of these are the rebounds are risky frisky, because Jaylen Brown has had games where he's only had 2 rebounds. and it's the weirdest thing ever because he's the most athletic dude on the court most nights, and I think he averages about 4 rebounds or something like that, something crazy like that. If you want to take an under on that, sure. I don't like unders, just for you guys know. I don't like picking unders, but I'll put unders up there. Like his 3-pointers, 2.5 3-pointers. I take the under on that. He's only hit 3-pointers or more once in the last 5 games. So minus 170, that's kind of on the mark. We got the Los Angeles Lakers and the Chicago Bulls. So one of their bench players who shoots I'm trying to remember his name. I should know his name. That's my damn team. They are not playing tonight, I think, or he's a game time decision. But Rui should get some more time. Oh, Jake LaRavia. So if Jake LaRavia doesn't play or he's hampered by whatever reason, Rui's going to get some more time. If you want to take Rui for 1 3-pointer or more in that game, he should get that easy. He's going to get at least 3 or 4 3-point shots from the corner, just because that's what LeBron and Luka basically push him to. So he should get that, because they're basically going to leave him open until he hits one. Once he hits one, then they'll start guarding him and all that stuff happens. So that one's a good pick. Vucevic for 7.5 rebounds. He should get that. Vucevic used to be a 20 and 10 guy. I don't know what happened to him. What is it? Josh Giddey?
Playing outside. Playing outside the perimeter. Like Vooch is he one of them bigs who move more to the perimeter now. Like Vooch used to, because when he played for us, he was in the paint a lot. He used to play the 5 for real, but now he plays more the stretch now. So he don't really be down there as much. And then Giddey, like to your point, Giddey has been taking some of his rebounds too.
Yeah, Giddey ain't bad, man. You know, see, after he got in trouble, boy, he put his head down and started playing some ball. I gotta give him some credit on that. I don't know if he has
18 and older, Giddey. 18 and older, Giddey, but we good. Go ahead.
Really? All right, Giddey, do your thing. Josh Giddey.
Josh Giddey. Hey. Man, that boy there. He dodged one, boy.
I'm not getting into that.
Right.
That's a good one. All right, Memphis and Houston. I put Cedric Coward on here. Coward, whatever. I don't like calling him.
I call him Coward, but he be hooping though.
I mean, he's putting up numbers, so I had to put him on. He's points and assists over. His number is 15.5 now. But if you can get it down to 14.5, take that extra half point, man. I tell you, boy, Vegas makes millions off of that little 0.5. I'm telling you, whenever you can get that move down a little bit without losing too much juice, you got to do it. So, but I got him at 14.5, and there's a few options. Like we already got Thompson, but Kevin Durant against Memphis. Memphis, you know, they need, well, not a whole lot of people can guard Kevin Durant anyway, and they're at home. So 24.5, he should be able to get that on them. But if you want a little bit of risky frisky, you can go over there to Reed Shepherd, Mr. Shepherd, and take him for 3 3-pointers. Plus 132 is really good number for him, because that's all he shoots is threes, right? So, and he gets a lot of there's a lot of cats on the team that can knock him down. So that's a sneaky one for the people that don't know. And last but not least, for the NBA, we got the Golden State Warriors going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Dub Nation.
This is something. It's a weird. It's weird. I know Butler's out for the season, but here's the thing. There's so and we have a resident Golden State Warriors fan on the line here, so I'm quite sure they will interject with any type of insight that we would need for this game. I was able to pull out Podziemski. I always pronounce his name wrong. Podziemski. I don't know. whatever.
Just call them pods. Just call them pods.
Krasinski? Pods. Yeah, pods. We call them pods. 8.5 rebounds. 8.5 rebounds and assists. Take the over on that. He's gonna get work, right? I mean, he's gonna get basically, he's gonna play full starter minutes. I don't see anybody else taking minutes away from him. They're running a small lineup right now, but they're still competing with a lot of teams, even with the injuries and the mismanagement of certain players. And the one thing that you won't see, and I know people want to see it when they go off of these things, that they want to see Curry, right? You want to see Curry. How many threes is he going to hit? How many points he's going to have? You know what? You can't bet on Curry consistently. You can't, because he's trying to win, right? So it doesn't matter. There'll be nights where he only has 17, 18 points and they win by 5 or 6. Then there's other nights where it's like, all right, I gotta save this team. Then he has 7 threes and he ends up with 39, right? So you don't know with Steph when he doesn't have a full lineup. You would think that he would score a whole lot, but that's not always the case. So that you have to go to Krasinski and on the flip side, Dante DiVincenzo. What there's not on the betting side is the over under on how many fights he's going to try to start against the Golden State Warriors.
About 5. I got 5.
2.5, but I'll take the over.
Man, DiVincenzo light skinned, y'all. He's not Italian.
Yeah. I was like, man, so how is he Italian? But he's a redhead, isn't he? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
The 10.5 for DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo is that's a risky frisky. He can get that easily if he's in the flow of the game. And then there's other times where he may not have the focus that he needs, but you would imagine he will against Golden State. But his points have been up and down too. When I looked at the research, I didn't want to put him on for like points and assists, because some games he doesn't pass. He's red bone. Yeah,
right.
But 10.5 if you want to get risky frisky, with the 3-point shooting and some players that are the 3rd and 4th and 5th option, then that's a good pick. You can put on a 2nd or 3rd ticket and see if you can turn a few shekels into 1,000. Questions? Anybody? Comments? Concerns? Anybody?
Nope.
All right. So we got 3. I actually highlighted 3 men's college basketball games. One of the easier picks is always, take Duke for the win. But even then, Duke's number 5, and they had an ugly loss. I can't remember who it was against though, but they had an ugly loss not too long ago. So I'm not picking over and under on any of those or on any of these games. It has them at minus 8.5. No, I'm not even trying. Not even the total. But one of the risky frisky ones here is Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer, son of Carlos Boozer, definitely a first, possibly lotto pick, depending on how many Euros they draft this year. Yeah, 3.5. Take the over on the assists on the 3.5 because they got shooters. Duke does have some shooters over there, so yeah, he can pick up a couple of assists just off of the 3-point shooters they have over there. Ryan Conwell, I don't know enough about him, but that minus 240 number seems like it's a knockdown. So you can actually put that on a ticket too if you wanna boost what you already have. There's the Penn State and Ohio State game again. Caden Mingo is one of the lead scorers for Penn State. He should get that even if they get blown out. 14.5 points. Take the over on that. Minus 119 is not entirely a laydown, but he's going to play a lot. He plays over 30 minutes a game, so he should actually get that. And the last one, we got number 1 Arizona going up against number 13 BYU in the Mormon State. That is every game Arizona plays is going to be must see TV because everybody's getting up for them. Yeah, they're getting up for them. I didn't like it, but I put it on here anyway. Richie Saunders, over 15 points, so over 15 points. So it's basically 15 and a half. But it's minus 245. The problem I have with that is if the other guards on BYU start knocking down these threes like ridiculously, and they do. They've had a few games. I looked at a few games. I think they had like 19 threes in one game and 17 or 18 in another. So they can shoot that ball. I didn't Richie Saunders though. He didn't pop off the chart with because number 1 Arizona, they have a good defense. They don't give up a whole lot of paint points. They guard the 3-point line really well. So unless he has a solid midi of some sort, that one's going to be right at the line. He's going to be right at either 15 or 16 points. So be careful of that. I put the other guy up there, last name Krivaz, over 1.5 assists. That's a risky frisky bet. So just for the heads up,
risky.
If you see anything like that where it's just 0.5 assists, just like Rui's 0.5 3-pointers, be careful of that because that's basically.
Does he actually shoot? Does he get the ball enough to shoot?
That's the thing, right? If he gets double, he passes out, and then maybe somebody makes a shot. That's what that is, right? So I'm not putting that on any of my tickets.
Listen, we need to holler at Luka and Bron and say, hey, we just need Rui to get at least 2 threes in, 3 threes. That's it. That's it. Rest of the game, all y'all. Y'all got it.
Oh, yeah. That's what it is. But that's the thing, though. They're going to swing that out to Rui and let him get at least, 3 or 4 shots at it.
Right.
Game. So we know that. I don't know anything about that guy. But all that tells me is that, he may touch the ball 4 times in the game and get an assist off of those 4 touches. That's not good enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not good enough.
At all.
All right. Before we get into hockey, questions, comments, concerns? Anyone?
I'm concerned about Rui.
Y'all are terrible. Laravia has had stints where he has actually played pretty well. Like at the beginning of the season, he was playing like crap because he didn't know where his spots were and all that.
Right,
stuff. But
right,
somewhere in the middle, when Luka was out, when LeBron went out, he started to find his shot, driving to the hole. Midi was hitting. He was doing well. He had a nice little week where he was doing well. So it's cool because Rui and him are interchangeable, right? Neither one of them played well. Hardly anybody on Lakers play defense except for Marcus Smart, and even then he out there on 1.5 legs.
Man, I call Marcus Smart just a try harder. He just tries.
A try harder, yeah. He is a try harder at this point. He definitely does, right? He's grabbing, tugging on shirts. We know how when you go to back you grab the back of the jersey and pull him down a little bit.
Like Erica Wheeler doing it Unrivaled.
Y'all are so not right, bro. Both of y'all.
I'm just saying, man. I'm saying those are the tricks of the trade, man.
I'm listening.
I'm listening.
Neither one of y'all ain't right. But I hear y'all. Neither one of y'all ain't right. Go ahead.
All right, so let's hit the ice here for my brothers and sisters that ice skate, and the Winter Olympics is right around the corner.
Scandinavian, baby. Scandinavia.
That's why I'm on mute.
So here we go. So we have a few here. We don't have. It's not a full slate, which is cool. This is actually perfect for people that have no idea what's going on with hockey. I'm just going to give you some basic stuff and some quick picks, and then we'll run to the end of this real quick. Utah, the Mammoths, they actually have a name this year. Last year they were named the Utah Hockey Club. Okay, so there you go. going up against the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Tampa Bay Lightning.
Shout out Lightning, Bay Area.
Nobody knows.
So
They are one of the favorites to win the whole thing. Yeah. They were the hockey club. They were
UHC, baby. UHC.
UHC. So here. This one is just points because I think because I know Utah's on a 5-game win streak. Tampa Bay lost the other night, but the Lightning are a better team than Utah. Brandon Hagel is most likely to get a point before Clayton Keller will. Clayton Keller is one of the best players on Utah's team, but Tampa Bay they're just a better team. So you can take a point for him, or you can actually pick Tampa Bay to win outright because they should win by at least a goal or two in this one. Mm-hmm. So that's that pick. Boston Bruins going up against the New York Rangers. Cess and I saw a number of these names last season when we were going through it. This one's actually pretty easy. Usually I have a problem with some of these names, but there's a lot of American names going on in here.
Thank God.
JT Miller is he is on a little bit of a streak, on a point streak, but I like Charlie McAvoy for one.
Hold on. My bad. MJ. Is his name JT Miller in hockey?
Yeah, JT Miller. Miller.
We have come a long way, y'all. I swear we've come a long way.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah. Well, you just wait. It's just like further on there, you start to get into some of the Europeans that are injured. They'll be coming back, and then their names.
Right.
It'll get back to regular hockey when you see those names. But right now, yeah, we're looking at a lot of American names right in the middle. It's New York.
They in the reserve pool, huh?
Exactly. They're in the reserve pool, so it's like that. New York Islanders going up against the Philadelphia Flyers. Christian Dvorak, whatever. Okay, shots, 1.5.
That's a hockey name. That's a hockey name. Yep.
Sure. They're at 5.5 total. But yeah, he should at least, there's probably going to be about, from both teams, there'll probably be about anywhere from 25 to 30 shots. I just don't know where the goals are coming from. So that's why we only have points, shots on goal, and some of the blocks on that one. But yeah, Dvorak looks like he is going to get at least a couple shots on goal, if not more than that. In the last game over here, we're looking at Anaheim Ducks going up against the Edmonton Oilers. And even though this looks high, and it's high for your average hockey player, but Zach Hyman, he likes to shoot that thing. I think the last game he was on the ice, he had 6 shots. So
damn.
I'm imagining. Oh yeah. He be slaying. He's really trying
to people in basketball. That's like somebody who had like 15 shot attempts in the first quarter.
Right. Exactly. That's CJ McCollum. Just jacking up shots. Yeah, that's CJ McCollum jacking up shots. That is going to be the best pick out of this game for the odds that you're going to get for it. And if you want to, add a little, cherry on top, you can take the Oilers to win outright because they're minus 270 to win. The Ducks, they're not that good. Even though, and I digress, so I say that they're on a 7-game win streak.
Is Emilio Estevez the coach?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I said she had to go back and watch the movie the other night.
Quack.
Yeah, but that was for the Oregon Ducks, not the Anaheim Ducks. So it was.
Okay, got you.
They pulled off.
If it looked like a duck and it walked like a duck, then what is it?
Affleck.
Is it that?
Affleck.
Yeah. All right. Questions, comments, and concerns, people. Just HD, can you wake up everybody for the people that fell asleep during the hockey portion of this?
Hey, yo. You were rocking with your fam.
Here we go.
That's what it is.
Moving on. What we got coming up next?
Got it to my inner fat lady, y'all. Let's get it.
You are hilarious. Oh, it's time for
here we go.
Lover 23, Mr. Lover. Moonshots of the day. What you got for the moonshots, homie?
We got the moonshots of the day. We're looking at Richie Saunders for BYU. I mean, the moonshot, and I kind of talked about that before, right? I mean, if you feel comfortable with kind of a pick that's supposed to be a laydown, but it's not, cool. But if you want to take something like Clay Keller's kind of a moonshot going up against a good team. All he needs is a goal or an assist, and that's a point, and that's it. So you can take that.
Man, he sound like he got a high score on his taxes and stuff, boy. God dang, Keller. I'm like, bro, I need you to help me with my taxes.
Clayton Keller. It does sound like an accounting firm.
It do. Like, I need some help, my brother.
Clayton Keller. Oh yeah. Yes, that's right. All right, so that's what we got next.
Well, I mean, after a moonshot, what else is it to have?
He
Here
shot.
go. Big Daddy long dogs, extra long dog shots of the day, baby. Extra long dog shots of the day. What you got?
Charles.
We're gonna take somebody else from the Duke game. We want to take Isaiah Evans for over 11.5. There are 3 people on Duke that score in double figures, and he's the third one. So that the odds on him getting to that 12 points or more, I mean, it's a good number if he hits it, but it's an extra long dong shot.
Losing Isaiah, y'all. Losing Isaiah.
That's right. Yes. I'm making notes right here too, because I may do a same game parlay with all 3 of their top scorers hitting their numbers. So I might do it. We'll see.
And for y'all players, after Keller dropped them 3s in your face, please holler at him about some of your taxes. He will help you out tremendously, expeditiously.
The winner dimes.
The winner dimes, baby. So we got most of these that I already hit on, but this is probably the winner dimes are okay. Just to give you guys the heads up for the people that don't know, the winner dimes are an alternative. You can actually take 1, 2, or even all 3 picks to the latter picks if you choose to do them. Like I said, I'm probably going to put Wendell Carter on a second or third ticket, just because that number is really consistent, and it'll actually give me the extra boost for adding that extra player that they want you to add. So for me, I'm going to do that, run it back with a single bet. The rest of them, Boozer, like I said, pretty solid. Brandon Hagel, one of the better players on Tampa Bay Lightning team, should get a point tonight. But yeah, mix and match, pick and choose. Let us know how it goes.
For the love of God, shop around for the best. Shop around for the best. All right, you gotta shop around, man. For the love of God, bro, shop around.
Exactly. Yo. What's up, Dr. Truckenstein? I see you over here.
Dr. Truckenstein.
The linguistics. He's the one. Hey, HD. He when he's not on the road, he's the one that comes in and helps us with the hockey names.
Oh, bet. Shout out to him with the logistics. Yeah. Because I ain't going to be able to help you with none of that. I'm finna give them some short names like, yo, that's Kudo and that's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
He's ready to give out some nicknames. He ready to give out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. TT.
Listen.
Oh, yeah. Frank. Yeah. We don't call him Franz. We call him Frank. That's Frank and then Palito. And then we got TT. We got TT at NC State.
What a great conversation. MJ, we appreciate you pulling up and getting the picks in.
All right, y'all. All right. Appreciate y'all.
Nephew, another great conversation. Apologize again for having to interrupt and get a few things straightened out, but sometimes it have to happen. I don't mean no harm though, nephew.
No, man, look, don't throw stones and hide your hands. Be consistent. That's just all that was.
Consistency, we do appreciate that. But
hey, no, I was saying like you can't say you rebuilding and you was ranked early in the season and then you win. It's cool, but then you lose. You can't call out the bullshit. I'm just saying, like, that's all.
Consistency.
That's it.
Here and bring the receipts because we do. But we appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us every Monday at your guilty pleasure. Now what? The sound off. Y'all know what it is. Until next time, we're gonna get MJ back with some bets. We're gonna get on his schedule. Welcome to HDI TV. He got more content coming up later tonight. You say you doing Unrivaled and what else, nephew?
We're doing Unrivaled and Hoop, men's hoop and Unrivaled. So we mainly gonna be talking about Unrivaled because we've been having some good watchings. Everybody learning more about the women's game, which is cool because I got a lot of football people over there, so they're starting to tune into the women's game, which I'm proud of. So we're gonna talk Unrivaled and men hoop tonight. So come by. We're gonna have fun.
Oh yeah, and we got a rival recap coming up. We're gonna do both days of games. I think MJ is beating me in fantasy basketball right now because I forgot I was even playing. So let me figure out what the hell going on with my life. And get into this, man. So yeah, the Cess Sports NBA Fantasy League mid-season fantasy league kicked off. Today was our first day of games. I'm matched up with MJ first, getting a whooping right now. But I'm on the comeback now. I got Shea, I got Bridges, I got Barnes, Hungry, Sengun. We're gonna see what it do. Edge see what my lineup do now. MJ, I ain't scared of you, big dog. All right.
I auto draft and I auto draft 4 players that are out for the season, so you're good.
You
oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but you still beating me 61-7 right now, so it's a problem. I got to get some back right now, so I got to get. Yeah, I'm looking in the app right now. I am heated. I got to. I'm on my way into the mansion. Hey, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. It's all love. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. That's from HDI TV. MJ Lover 23, Mr. Lover, Big Daddy Long Dong himself. It's Cess Talk.
Pause.